Every single time I come back from stream, it's almost like I set it up on all of these different overlays that I don't have my volume turned on, so I don't accidentally pipe in a bunch of stuff and then forget to unmute it. Hi, folks. Raices, Texas. Maybe you've heard of them. We've been raising money for them now for more hours than I care to think about. We've already raised an incredible amount. With 19 hours to go, we have got $2,752.08 in the bank. But we're not done yet. 19 hours left to go. You are going to sit here and help us by donating money to Raices. What's Raices? Well, they are a pro bono legal assistance charity. My words are super failing. They're a super cool group that provides a lot of legal assistance to immigrants and undocumented folks that come across the border, and they've got no help. And there's these really mean guys with it says ICE on their backs, and like they fucking round them up and put them in camps. And honestly, we all think that's kind of bullshit around here. So we decided to pretend to be various animals. Apparently, is what we're doing at the moment, in order to entice you to maybe open your hearts, open your wallets, and make a difference. Because honestly, it's really easy to feel helpless right now. And even if all you can do is donate like $1.73, because give me a weird amount of money, folks, that still fights fascism, believe it or not, because it's going straight into the pockets of Raices. So if you scroll down, there's a donate button down there. You'll also have stuff in the chat over there that you can click on. Please don't subscribe. Don't send us bits. None of that goes to the donation. You want to go directly to our Tiltify and send stuff along. So the other reason you want to hang around, though, is because of our many giveaways, one of which just closed. So we are going to go ahead and do. Well, Fox is now going to do the dance of finding her. Here we go. Her prize support spreadsheet. We're going to go ahead and give away 3 things now. Everybody entered from the Star Trek game. We have 2 $40 gift certificates from Modiphius and a Riffs Mega Bundle. So the winner of our first $40 Modiphius gift certificate is Wessel Hassan. Congratulations! Make some noise in the chat. You just got $40 worth of stuff from Modiphius. We'll be sending you those codes here in just a second. Our second winner for our second $40 gift certificate is Color Guards. Congrats! Hooray! I should make a note of that, actually. Is what I'm realizing. Again, if you can make some noise in the chat, let us know. We'll get those links to you just as quick as we can. And finally, the Riffs Mega Bundle is going to Mets Girl. Congratulations, Mets! You're gonna get a super cool book signed, art book signed by John Zalesnik. Jesus Christ, it's an art book signed by John Zalesnik, and it's amazing. And you've also got like the core book, all kinds of rad stuff. Again, make some noise in the chat so I can find you and get the information from you. In fact, in this case, that we need. That was Color Guards and Wessel Hassan for the Modiphius gift certificates, and Mets Girl for the Riffs bundle. All right, and with that, I'm gonna finally hand it over to our extremely talented and a good personal friend of mine, GM, Wild Engineer. Let me get rid of myself. Take it away, Wild.
Yes, hello, I am Wild Engineer, and today we will be playing some Girl Underground. Girl Underground is kind of like, it's a wondrous adventure. It's a mix between, say, some Alice in Wonderland types, or was it Wizard of Oz, Dark Crystal kind of thing, where everyone as a group comes together and tries to help this girl find her way through this wondrous world that she has found herself in. So, let's start by going around introducing some of the players, and just give us some very short, maybe just who you're playing. Don't give us all the details, just your name, preferably, and the playbook. And let's start with Belle.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Belle. I'm playing the Beastie playbook, so I'm an actual animal, and I'm playing a mink, who is named Mink.
Hey. And Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. I am playing the Mythic, who is a Jabberwocky named Kyliak.
Karu.
Hi, I'm playing Sage, who is a fawn, half rabbit human.
And Megan.
Your mic is off. Hello. Let's try that again. I am playing the Construct playbook, and my character's name is Kiora, and I am Porcelain.
Right. And Maxine.
Hi! My name is Maxine, or also known as that girl at that place. I'm playing Tippy, the runaway, who is a little girl who thinks she's a wolf. This will make sense later.
Great. All right, so this is a bit of a 2d6 game, very much group world building. So we're actually going to start with making the girl herself. We can all, if you all have the playbook for the girl.
Yes.
Right. So, what name did you all decide on for the girl, or do you want to decide on that now?
I think we just decided to do everything on stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Yes. So let's start with her name.
I was thinking like Bess or Anna or something like.
Oh,
little.
there's names on
Are there?
the girl book. The first thing.
There's you can choose any of the names from the playbook, or it can be any name you all decide on. Yeah, I'm gonna read up the intro of the girl.
Yeah.
Little girl, you are a 12-year-old girl. You are not of this world, and you are trying to find your way back home. Home isn't perfect. In fact, there's a lot that's hard and unfair about it, but it's still home. There are people there who love you, who miss you right now, and are wondering why you haven't come in for supper.
Okay. And like the next part's like, if your family has love but no, like, how would we?
Well, you can
Oh,
choose
I
between
see.
some of the names and what the family is like based off here, or you can decide on some other flaw for the family and then any other name.
So what's our family like?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Chaos.
it's like Peter Pan, like the darlings, like very up forward and like that's what I'm personally thinking anyway. Is anyone up?
So would they?
Maybe
Is
no
that-
curiosity, because
Yeah. We could do
just straightforward.
Yeah. It's like this is how life is, and you have to be the way life has placed you.
All right.
So are we going with cat?
I like it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Considering the amount of cats that might show up during the stream, sure.
Fair.
True.
All right.
Tippy
Girl-
has something to say about that, but it's okay.
And how does the girl look? What is her? How does she wear her hair?
I think like kind of like little like Shirley Temple ringlets, but like real like short, like mid cheek.
Like a bob kind of thing,
Yeah.
like bob of curls. I'm down with
like
that. Bob of curls is what I'm writing.
She's got curly hair like Shirley Temple. And
Those are my favorite kinds of curls, so that's all I can think
Yes.
of.
Done.
how does she speak? Like, what kind of voice does she have? Or
I don't
cadence?
know. With those kind of curls, I imagine bubbly.
Okay.
Bubbly would work, yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
guys
But
do a
also-
thick southern accent? Because a bubbly, thick southern accent girl sounds super cute with the curls.
Now, she doesn't have to have an accent.
I don't know if I
Also
can do
true.
both of those at the same time.
I can, but it takes a minute. No. I think the little bubbly brook thing, very, very Alice in Wonderland-esque, like 1950s one. So she's just
Like
like, da
dough-
da 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 da.
So like very naive and like doughy kind
Yeah.
of feel. Okay.
All right.
Oh gosh.
So
Yeah.
bubbly, or we should do the dreamy. I feel like that out of all of these sounds like what we described. Like dreamy, like
Dreamy
yay
instead of bubbly.
Or wait, oh, I didn't even see bubbly. It's the
It can
first
be-
option.
It can be a mix of the two. You can be bubbly and dreamy. You know.
Yeah.
So she's
Dreamy.
excited, but she's stoned.
That's not an option. Stoned is not an option.
There's a
She's-
blank.
Let's just say she has big ideas. How about that?
Okay.
I like that. That works.
Yeah.
What is her prized possession?
A stuffed bunny.
The irony.
Like the little ones that have like the little rattle in it. Like it's like her whoopee.
And we need to call it that too, her whoopee.
So is it something what was given to her, or something she made?
Or
'Cause
like a
that's-
bow in her hair or something. Or like
Because if we go for a stuffed bunny, it could be something given, or she could have made the bunny herself.
I kind
She's
of like
12
the
years
maid
old.
thing. It could be like a corn husk doll or something. Those things are fun
Yeah.
to make.
Like something she made with like her parents when she was
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like a little rag doll. A sock monkey.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
I need to stop.
Sock monkey she made.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. So she made it like she made a sock monkey with her mom, kind of a thing. So it has that like connection back to the reality. So
Yeah.
like, she like keeps getting overwhelmed and she doesn't know, and we're trying to help. She can just be like, monkey, what do?
New monkey who dis.
Monkey, help me!
Okay, what is her biggest fear?
Not having her monkey.
I was like, don't project, don't project.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I think like she's wandered into this new world. I don't know, maybe like her sense of direction.
Well, it doesn't have to be based on the world. It could be just in the real world. What's her biggest fear?
I mean, I'm terrified of getting lost. So
I'm just quick looking at the list, and we had curiosity for the family, so maybe like humiliation, like
She doesn't like to be embarrassed.
yeah, like
Yeah, humiliation.
when you
could be-
have a big amount of creativity around people who
Yeah.
don't, and they're just very eager to get down on your wild fantasies.
what if that was like judgment though?
Yeah, I was gonna say like letting
Like her
somebody down.
self-worth is
or-
based in her curiosity and her openness to the world around
Mhm.
her.
But being a
and-
huge people pleaser would make that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for a kid, that's pretty big. So
Yeah.
for anybody, really.
So she fears judgment.
Oh man, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm feeling personally attacked, guys.
Also
Right.
very same. Very much same. Okay.
So the judgment on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what does she want to be when she grows up?
Famous, a little bit
Princess.
smart. I want to be in movies.
An actress.
Ooh.
What about like an inventor, like a like Violet from
Yeah, series of unfortunate events.
that?
That's a long tongue twisting name, but I got you, girl.
Like she wants to create that curiosity she has in hers. It's like, how do things work? How is
Which
this
could help
world
with the
based off of?
construct. I like this plan.
Mm.
Sound good, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm writing it.
All
Inventor.
right. So she wants to be an inventor.
That's how the monkey came to be. Was like that was her first creation, and she really liked it.
Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. I just want to pinch her cheeks and she doesn't exist.
Pinch the ghost.
I'm playing her sometimes.
It's really weird with fangs. Okay. So home life, we said it was very much like the Darling family.
Prim and proper, yeah.
Prim and proper, stuff up her lip.
Mhm.
So strict.
So a
Yeah.
very strict thing.
Does she have any siblings? I think she would have like one or two older ones because she would have to live up to their expectations.
Hmm.
That sounds good.
work? Yeah.
Like that.
Did any of you see the Netflix Little Prince with the like huge schedule board where every
Yes.
like, minute of the day
It's
was
literally my favorite movie. I watch it 24/7. Like
Yes.
7. Like it's a problem.
Does she have anyone in the real world that she looks up to?
Grandmothers, they always have a grandmother.
Yes.
Always the grandmother.
Her wonderful grandmother who encourages her
Yes.
inventions.
Maybe the grandmother's the one
Imagination.
that tells her all the stories that sparks the imagination.
Like Moana's grandmother.
Yeah, like her husband died and she's a widower, but he used to be an inventor, and she's like, I see you in him and you so much, dearie. Okay.
So it's like Beauty and the Beast, like the father kind of thing, where she's
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so how does what's her,
Stereotypical, and I love it.
is there any more background for the grandmother you all want to give, or?
I think she's just a generally caring type. She's that one that, you know, you can always be like, Grandma, I hate everything. And she's like, come here, sweetie, have some tea.
She loves puzzles, and they used to do puzzles together.
They do puzzles. They do like little sewing projects. So maybe the
Yeah.
doll was her and her grandmother, not her and her mom.
Maybe. Yeah, I was picturing maybe the two parents are like work a
They're
lot.
workaholics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother's the one that takes care of her, so that's where all the like curiosity and creativity comes from.
That, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Why can't they do character creation like this for D&D? I have the worst problem with that.
we just have to have like interventions for you. Just call us every time you have to make a character.
I'll see you after the stream.
Okay, so now we have some manners to pick out. 8 manners from the list. You know, things that the girl must, in the real world, she's asked to comply with. Things that might make her think, maybe life isn't like that, but they're telling me it is. What is she rebelling against or coming to her own opinion of? So let's see, of the list of manners, there's quite a few. There's young ladies who must be grateful for what they are given. Young ladies must always be humble. Young ladies must always be quiet and patient. Young ladies must always enjoy pinks and florals. Young ladies must always follow instructions. Young ladies must always go by she. Young ladies must always keep a smile on their face. Young ladies must never vex others. Young ladies must never try on other genders. Young ladies must never tell lies. Young ladies must never talk back to their elders. Young ladies must never take up too much space. Young ladies must never speak in riddles. Young ladies must never soil their hands or clothes. Young ladies must never show anger. Young ladies must always go by she. Young ladies must always keep a smile on their face. Did I say that right? No.
Yeah.
Let's see. Young ladies must always keep their feelings to themselves. Young ladies must always look before they leap. Young ladies must always put others' needs before their own. Young ladies must always respect others' opinions. Young ladies must always wear clothes suited for young ladies. Young ladies must never acknowledge imperfections. Young ladies must never act like boys. Young ladies must never be ridiculous or silly. Young ladies must never be ugly. Young ladies must never befriend monsters. Young ladies must never brag or show off. Young ladies must never cheat. Young ladies must never complain about their duties. Young ladies must never go into dark places.
You said duties.
Young ladies must never hurt other people. Young ladies must never make demands. Young ladies must never put others in their place. Young ladies must never question their place in society. So do any of those seem like the...
So are these the ones that she's already breaking in society and we're trying, like...
these are... 8 of these are the specific restrictions that are being told to her.
Okay. And then are we like little devils on her shoulder kind of thing throughout the game, or are we like this was where I was like, okay, I don't understand where this is coming into. So like
essentially, like, this is what society is telling her what a proper girl must be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we
help her loosen up.
She is questioning that, whether all of that is indeed true. I mean, it could be certain aspects to it that are true, or it could be parts of it that are not. It could be that she comes to a completely different idea altogether. But 8 of those in particular are ones that we will focus on today.
I like the one about young ladies must always follow instructions, because that's the very like, don't question the methods, don't worry about, trying to make things different or better, just
Mhm.
follow things to the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that one too.
The young lady must never show anger.
Yeah. Tippy's got some words on that too.
Okay.
I think the young ladies must never question their place in society, like because of her familial like background. She's just like, eh. Like she's already trying to figure out how to get around that with her. She's very much like Belle. She's like, I want to do this. I'd rather read. I'd rather do I'd rather go off and run through the woods and do stupid things. And
I think always wear clothes suited for young ladies is also
yeah,
Yeah. And to keep your feelings to yourself. I feel like that's definitely something she would be told.
she's a very vocal child, is like how I see her.
So always keep feelings to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So if you can 3 more of them.
1, 2, 3.
Never make demands, maybe?
Okay. Never make demands.
Did we never question society? Did we say that one?
That's what to ask.
Yeah, we got the. I think we
Yeah.
did get the question their place in
Good question.
society.
Mm-hmm.
What about young ladies must never acknowledge imperfections
Yeah.
because she's afraid of being judged?
Or act like boys.
Or what about the ridiculous and silly? Like that could probably fall into
Yeah.
that of like acting like a boy, like she's acting out of her own,
Yeah.
her norm.
Yeah.
Okay, so never acknowledge imperfections and never act like a boy. All right.
Can somebody really quick send me the Roll20 link again? Apparently I don't have it. I can't find it.
Sure.
Thanks.
So we have young ladies must follow instructions, keep feelings to themselves, never acknowledge imperfections, never act like boys, never make demands, never question their place in society, never show anger. I've got 7. Did we miss one?
clothes suited to young ladies.
Yes.
Okay.
So never follow instructions, never show anger, or must always follow instructions, must never show anger, must never question their place in society, must always wear clothes suited for young ladies, must always keep their feelings to themselves, must never make demands, must never acknowledge their imperfections, and must never act like a boy. Okay.
We gonna fix this poor child.
We will liberate her.
She will leave feeling freed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So to start us off, something happened in the home. Possibly something that the parents said to her about one of these manners that made her question them, that made her go out and not want to be home. Which one of these manners would it have been?
I think the being silly, like she was inventing something and her parents were like, you need to grow up and start being like doing tea parties and stuff. These things are awful. And then somewhere in the argument, they broke it.
Okay.
She got very upset.
So who wants to start out as the girl right now?
I could.
Okay. So as the girl, you parents, as they admonish you for acting out, for not acting like a little girl, it's like they don't like how you're acting. You're not supposed to speak up to them. You can't be out rough and rumble. Girls' toys are girls' toys. You're not supposed to go out and try and pick things out and play with the tools. So you run out to the forest, and you're thinking about this matter. It's like, what about this, what they're saying, do you believe is wrong? So what do you actually think about this?
I think that girls have brains and that we should use them, and it makes me really upset that our parents are not being. I think they're the ones being silly, honestly. I don't like how they keep me in a little box like I'm some kind of Jack in the Box. I'm just gonna pop out one day, and that's today.
So as you're thinking this and you're walking through the forest, you come upon this door. It's a strange door. It's in the middle of the woods. It's kind of odd, but it's there. You open the door and you walk in.
But I'm not gonna close it because I'm smart and I won't get locked in that way. I don't have a key.
What are you thinking as the girl when she sees this door? And we can pass the girl around as well right now if anyone else wants to interject or also think of what the girl would be thinking or doing.
Yeah, definitely let me know if anybody wants to interject, because I tend to keep going. I personally think it's super intricate. Like for some odd reason, like there's like little gold lacings and stuff, and it looks really mysterious kind of on the door.
Yes, it's a door that's wedged between two trees. If you go around the trees, you don't see anything on the other side. So it's just a door.
Can I open it and then run over to the other side and look to see if something opens?
Yeah, on the other side, you just see through, like there's nothing in the door. But on the door on the side where you open up the door, it's definitely changed. It's definitely not the forest behind it. If you go through.
Curiouser and curious. I had to, guys.
I knew it.
I'm gonna kind of look back, and then I'm gonna kind of look down at my side and hold up my sock monkey. Yeah. What do you think? You're right. You only live once. Go through the door.
The monkey told us YOLO.
So I'm gonna go through the door, and then I'm gonna stomp through, and then realize that it's really dark, and start getting a little bit slower, and make sure I can still see the door behind me. Kind of turn around a little bit to make sure the door's still open behind me, but still walking back.
Right. Well, as you go through, it is dark, but the further you walk, you can see a light coming up. You notice the foliage around you. The flowers, they're different. They're not like you usually see around here. They're definitely not forest flowers. There's a lot
Can
more
I pick a few?
color around them. Yeah. Right. What do the flowers that you pick up look like?
They're semi-neon colors, a deep neon color, and it's purple into pink and then pink into purple. They're kind of
orchids,
tie-dye. Yeah, oddly tie-dye going into it, and there's some blues into greens and yellows into reds, but they're little teeny tiny ones, kind of the ones that you see on four-leaf clovers, the little yellow ones, but they're a bunch of them. So she just has this mini bouquet of a bunch of flowers.
Does anyone else have any idea on what they would like the forest to look like around? Any other flowers, or how the trees look any different?
Maybe the kind of really dense, packed, thin trees where all the foliage is way near the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of, there's no straight path. It's just very much the woods.
So like the trees look like columns with like the foliage at top,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just flowers on the bottom.
Right. So as you go along, there's no marked path or anything through here, but there definitely seems to be some trodden areas where there seems to be some sort of footprints. At the very least, it's kind of worn out in certain areas. I mean, it's a makeshift path, if anything. When you look around, you notice the door isn't there anymore. But
I kind of look down at my shoes and stuff to make sure that I'm all, and I suddenly get like this thing in my head of like what my parents would say, like, stay upright and proper and don't show like emotion and stuff. And I'm just kind of like prepping, like making sure I'm not all dirty from going through a tree.
Now, is there anyone that who would be on this path right now?
I think I would like there's like a bush of you can't quite tell if they're like flowers or like how like apples or flowers that turn into like the fruit. So it's like there's some flowers and like some fruits and stuff on it, and I hear like a rustling in there.
Okay.
In a bush. And at that point I'm like,
who does she find in this bush?
does anybody want to be found in this bush?
It was like, didn't one of us had our like front end stuck in a tree on our character sheets? I don't remember what happened.
That was me.
No, well, that could work. If Tippy wants to be found, we can pass on the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That works for me.
So who would like to be the girl right now?
I'll take it. Take her.
So, yeah,
Take her for a spin.
This is my child.
Yeah.
So, Belle, as the girl, you notice these rustling bushes. What do you do?
Well, I ask my sock puppet, who is the voice of reason, and as we've established, they're very much for new adventure and breaking rules. It's always the sock puppet's fault. So
I'm down for this.
So I'm gonna look at my sock puppet and go, "Oh, you're right. What if someone's in trouble?" And I will part the rustling bushes and go, "Is anyone there?"
You see a little kid, like a little girl, little teeny tiny kid with pigtails and in a bunny onesie, and her like butt flap is stuck in like a tree. And she's like growling. You just hear
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Like how did you get up there?
Who are you?
I'm Cat.
And she just like crosses her arm and just is like spinning slowly, just like
just a little like
that cat is not having it.
I'm responding in kind to the growls. That's me.
It got stuck, obviously.
Do you want some help getting down?
No, I can do it myself. And she like obviously can't, but she's like grabbing, trying to get to her belt flap.
Alright, I'm gonna look around for like a big stick. Like probably too big for me, being a little 12-year-old girl, and try and drag it over for
Yeah, be useful. Be useful. Wait, no, right there. Right there.
I
Right
thought
there,
you
get
didn't. I thought you didn't want help.
No, but you can still be useful.
Okay. You should have some manners. I'm still dragging the stick over, but I'm like trying to talk like my parents.
I don't wanna.
Well, everybody needs manners. I'm still like trying to heave the stick up.
Not here. Don't need manners here.
Just watching you spin. All right, well, I try and get this stick up so that you can pull on it. We're gonna try and pull you free. I'm trying to like pull you down.
Pull harder! Pull harder! I will help you. Be strong, like a wolf.
So I take hold of it and I do like I'm not ready yet to do the full woo, but I just go woo.
There you go. Do it louder. Make them strong.
And I just give it a big pull.
Just face plant on the floor, spread out.
Oh, baby, that was too much woo.
Ooh, that's one way to do it.
Are you okay? Are you all right?
He is now.
Hi, I'm Kat. Hi.
I'm Tippy. Nice to meet you.
See, you do have manners.
She starts sniffing you.
Oh no. I was like, nyeh.
You don't smell like you're from around here.
I don't think I am from around here.
Obviously, I just said that.
Oh yeah, you did. I'm very lost.
That is also obvious, but it's okay. I guess I kind of am too. But I'm kind of always lost, so that means I'm always home. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if that makes sense.
Want a friend?
Okay.
Cool. Hey, so I have this little like hut thingy that I made. It's that way. Come here, and I'm just gonna grab your hand and just start you in a direction.
You're really strong.
But and as I'm pulling, I'm like, by the way, I'm this many. I'm big, but I'm still small. And I just keep pulling.
This many.
This many.
So as you're going along, Tippy, why don't you describe the runaway?
Oh, I start pulling, and then the runaway. That's me. I'm thinking like how we're running away. Hi guys. The runaway is a, let's see. I'm just going to read what it says here. You ran away from home and found a door to another world, but you decided to stay, and now it's your home. It's scary and lonely at times, but at least you're free to explore to be yourself. You are used to being in scary situations, and you use that experience to help the girl be brave when she can or escape when she must. Your time exploring the world has given you great stories to tell and has honored and honed your senses so you can find people or treasure no matter how well they're hidden. That's me. For me, I've been in this world a long time, and should I go over the questions that I answered?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, please.
Okay. Kind of as we're talking, I'm gonna be like, revealing stories and stuff of kind of how I came, and I'm gonna say I've been here years and years, just because for a 5-year-old it definitely feels like that. She's running away. Her parents told her that she needed to, very similar to the girl, stop being so silly and to realize that she's not a wolf. Her parents kind of gave in a little bit and bought her a onesie, but it was a bunny onesie and with a cute little pink bow because they wanted her to be more girly and more like a girl and act like a girl, and she wanted to be rough and tumble and very tomboy and be a boy. So she's like, I'm a wolf, I'm a real wolf, and they were like, nope. So she's like, got super angry and then ran away and found this world. So that's why she's in a bunny onesie and not a wolf onesie, because that's what she had. And then it says, what part of you has changed from your time being here? As you're looking at her face, she actually has fangs, like those are her real teeth, and her eyes kind of glows somewhat yellow like a wolf's eyes, and her nose, you can't tell if it's face paint or really like a muzzle starting. So it's like her body is starting to formulate into a wolf. As
Sounds like she's got jaundice.
I don't.
Same thing.
I know.
It's like her eyes are yellow. She needs a doctor.
Water. Go pee. No. It says, what is this? What part of the world are you dying to explore? I keep sniffing out this wolf pack. Like, I know there's a wolf pack somewhere, and I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna be a real wolf. It's gonna be a thing. And then, what will this give you on your journey? Just the ability to be me and not have to worry about being a girly girl or even a boy. I can just be me, and I don't have to be anything but that. So I don't want an adult, not thing. Exactly. What state are you? Stuck in a tree. That's where I'm found. Bum a butt flap, which now is missing a button. Sorry, guys. And then, what is my name? Tippy, obviously Tippy. And I tell you all of this like a grandiose story of like the evil ogres that wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do, and that's just not fair. And I'm gonna find the wolf pack because they do everything. If you're not strongest, you don't win. So you gotta be the strongest, and you gotta make sure your woo is on point. Woo 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 woo.
Ooh.
And I'm supposed to inspire, is what I do.
All right.
Correct.
So as y'all are walking down this trodden path, in the distance you hear a bustling. You know, there's some drums going about. You hear possibly, you know, sounds like some people maybe yelling things out. You also come across a bunch of scents. You know, you smell spices, you smell food, you know. You can choose to go in that direction, or you can venture off into another path, you know, somewhere further down the wood.
Where should we, Tippy,
What did we name the
go?
girl?
Cat.
Cat.
Okay, yeah, I need to circle that one. Okay. So, I'm gonna let you know there are some smells over there that smell like spices. Did you smell them? Yeah, use your whole sniffer.
I can smell them.
You could be a wolf too.
Oh, I don't know if I could be a wolf.
We gotta work on that woo woo wooing.
I think I did okay.
You did. For your first time, that was pretty darn good.
Thank you. I've never wooed before. It was fun.
Yeah. I bet those spicy things are spicy. Let's go to the spicy spices.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like trying to make sure I hold on to your hand because I'm a
Mhm.
little worried about getting lost. Which means you're also kind of dragging me along a little bit.
And when I get into like the sniffing stage, I'll try to let go of hand, but if you don't, then I'll just hold it up like this, and I'll get down like on all fours and just start sniffing the ground. And every once in a while, I'll, like lick a tree or something. Lick a tree.
Like a wolf.
That's what I think wolves do. So sure.
Well, as you guys get closer, as y'all get closer to the scents and the sounds, you notice that there seems to be some tents in the distance. You know, there are a couple different kinds of tents. You know, there some of them are just pop-up tents. You know, some of them look like striped to vertical tents. You know, there's seems to be some signs in the distance.
We gotta be the sneakies.
What? Why do we have to be sneaky?
I don't know. That's just what you do. Sneakies.
Oh. So I try to copy. Like, I've never snuck before.
Sneakies.
What are we sneaking from? Are we in trouble?
Not while Dippy's here.
Okay.
But you gotta be quiet just in case. We gotta scout out the area. Make sure it's good. And then we can eat spicy spices.
Okay. I don't. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll follow you.
Okay.
So as you sneak towards the sounds and the senses, the smells, you notice it seems to be like people selling a bunch of things, a bunch of wares. There's food going around, odd-looking food. It's definitely nothing you've seen from home. There's a bunch of crafts. It'd be pottery, glassware, fine clothes, fantastical clothes, really. Could be like adventuring clothes. Some of this seems like fancy shoes. There'd be weapons of sorts, you know, just for being out in the forest.
I'm just amazed by all of it. And I mean, I'm wearing like a nice dress. Part of why I think my parents got mad at me is because I got like a splash of grease across the front from like working on something. And I see all these fantastical clothes and I'm like, oh wow.
Okay. So is there any shops in here that seem to grab your attention?
Well, I want to be an inventor. So maybe something with like toys in it. Something with like either like mechanical or walking, like anything with moving parts.
I'm down for this. Yes.
Clockwork shop.
I was like, orange?
No.
We're only an hour in and the sleep talking has started.
I'm 100% sleep talking, sorry. That's
Love
just
it.
me 24/7.
It's fine.
So as you guys are, the girl and Tippy are perusing the store, they notice you, Kiora. What are you doing in the store?
I am positioned ever so slightly. I look like one of those like pull string dolls, like have that like little thingy in the back, but I don't have that. So like little info on the construct is that like they're magically imbued, and so I'm real, but I'm a little, what's the word? Defective. So like
Not defective, you're beautiful.
So I'm very much like I'm like what I had told everybody before we started. I was like I'm porcelain, but I'm very much an American girl, but I'm more of an American teen. So I'm real prim and proper, but my responses really aren't and I'm a lot more facially and like physically responsive than most dolls are. And there's just one little quirk to me is that I tend to stop talking mid conversation. My brain starts to just go into like the loading screen. And so like that's just the one thing is I can go be like,
So are you talking to anyone while in this store?
I think before they showed up, I was just sort of rambling, like off, like thinking to myself, kind of a thing, trying to figure out what to do, like what's going on. Like I'm not quite frantic, but I'm just like pacing. So I'm just like, no, I don't think I can do that. And then I don't think I can do that. And then like as they come in, like there's little bell, and all I hear is ding, and I'm like, and then that's how they find me.
Would someone else like to be the girl for this? If not, I can continue. I just don't want to hog the girl.
I mean, that would make sense because we're both in this scene, so one of the two who's not in this scene should do it.
I think it's fine. I can keep being the girl.
Yes. Well, as you walk through, you notice the shopkeeper there. He's like, hello, I see you enjoying my fine wares.
I'm on all fours, by the way.
Yes. Please keep your pets at bay.
This is my friend Tippy. I'm Kat.
Hello, Kat. Is there anything I may interest you in? I have a bunch of fine wares. He is wearing a bunch of trinkets and toys.
I think your doll's broken. Look at her. I've never seen a doll stand like that. I've seen a lot of dolls.
It's definitely something rare. You don't see it very often around here. Is something that interests you?
I mean, she's beautiful.
No.
Does she want a treat? And I'm gonna go in like the pocket of my onesie and pull out a little dog treat. I'm just gonna like put it out your thing.
Oh, I think that's a people doll, not a wolf doll.
Oh.
Well, yes, certainly you should purchase her. You would probably be the talk of the town. It'd be something new and fantastical, something not seen at all.
Oh, I like
Cat. Like, she could ride me and I could look like a mystical wolf running through the forest.
But I don't have any money.
I don't either. What if I did a trick for you? I have a good trick I can do.
Can you please stop talking? Oh my god, it's like all you ever do is just go off and off and off, and how is that even supposed to get an word in edgewise?
Hi.
Oh dear.
I'll go ahead and switch to be the girl if you want to be your response.
Oh, I'm not. My character's not. Hasn't been introduced yet. So, I mean, you're fine if you would like to be the girl, but then you'd be.
Then I'd be both, so never mind. I didn't think about it.
Your character just kind of goes quiet when you're the girl. So. Which would be weird for Tippy. Let's be honest.
Yes, well, you don't need to mind her. She tends to speak sporadically.
No,
Speak for yourself.
Mind.
Start pacing again.
I love it.
Get out of here. Gotta get out.
Can I please do? Can I do a trick? Can I do a trick for her? Can I do a trick so she can come?
How?
She looks like she has a mind of her own. I don't think you should keep her. I think that's like slavery or something.
Slavery would involve Parliament in some form. I don't know.
Well, if you have no money, perhaps a trade.
Want a dog treat? And then I start putting like a dog treat up to your face.
Oh no! We have plenty of food outside.
Suit yourself.
I don't.
But
really
I've never seen anything quite like that doll you're holding before.
Oh, my sock monkey?
Yes.
Oh, but this is.
I think you should give it to me.
Don't do it.
Honey, once you're here, like you don't want to go back. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I want to go home.
You're weird.
At least you have a home.
I'm sorry.
It's
No,
okay.
just let's walk over to the counter. I will write you up a receipt right now. Come on, just go on. Come.
Do you,
What is that in your hand? In your other hand? They have little flowers. You should give them the little flowers.
I do have flowers.
Give them your flowers.
Just give him something and get me out of here.
Now,
Can I give you my flowers?
you can always look at the what was it? Our I'm sorry, the manners that we've been given. If there's anything that he's saying that that seems to go against any of those,
Let's see.
how would you?
I don't remember which ones.
Let's see, follow instructions, never showing anger, questioning place in society.
I mean, it could be keeping feelings to themselves because this is very important to me, and I'm trying to keep it under control. But I also want to help this poor doll that's trapped in this store.
You don't look like you want to do that. Do you want to do that? I'm gonna like pull you aside a little bit and then like pull your face down to me.
Oh gosh.
Do you want to do that?
No, but
Why?
Tippy, could you roll me a free from what you fear?
Okay, I'm gonna use my little die.
So you roll a 2d6.
Oh, 2 of them. So I'm gonna roll this one too. A 2 and a 4.
So what is as
fear?
Like never question, always sorry, keeping your emotions in. What is
so
this?
This is free from fear. I got a 6, so 6 or below is ask the guide, why is the situation even scarier than it seems?
Okay. You notice it feels like the shopkeeper is definitely being very pushy. He's definitely believes that he could just make a demand and that Cat will follow it. He is being pushy beyond belief. He doesn't even believe that she will say no at this point.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna hold your face up real close to mine. I must say, you want to keep that, right?
I do.
If I show you how to be a wolf, you think you can do it for next time?
I don't do what?
I'm gonna show you how to be strong. I'm gonna get you your woo-woo. Wolf is gonna happen, okay?
For what?
You're gonna get what you want.
Are you saying we're gonna fight him?
No, that's mean. You don't have to be mean, but you can be strong.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Give me your woo. Woo!
Woo.
Do it. Woo!
I keep looking at the shopkeeper and I'm like watching
She's completely ignoring.
I'm watching his face while this is going on, just like waiting for whatever reaction he has, like, and keeping the woos very small because I'm scared of him and scared that this is weird.
Okay. Can I have the flowers?
I hand you the flowers.
Okay, thanks. And I'm gonna stand up on two legs and puff out my chest and walk over to him. Now, mister, you said that we could buy this, and you wanted a stuffed animal, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Animal.
I'm gonna tell you right now. She said no. You know what that means? No. So that means you're gonna take the flowers instead, because no means no, and this is what we got, and that girl is adorable. Have you seen her face? That's not the face of mess with her. That's the face of you can have it for the flowers. I'm gonna look him in the face. I'm gonna do
Fine,
that
let
too.
me look at them flowers.
They're
Oh.
beautiful, aren't they? She took time to put them together and to put them together.
He'll take the flowers and he'll look at them. He's like, I'll let you know what I think.
Come here, and I'm gonna tell the girl to come here. Tell them how long it took you to put them together.
It took a really long time.
Here you go. See?
Now, as the girl,
Yeah.
how does this situation make you question the manners? You know, what are your actual beliefs on this? Have they changed?
Well, Tippy's helped. To the young ladies must never make demands. That this person has been really pushy, and I haven't been able to stand up for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But Tippy has no problem doing that, and that seems like it's actually done something when Tippy's stood up for herself.
Okay. So, in terms of never make demands, the girl is thinking that she needs to be able to stand up for herself.
Yeah, it's okay to assert yourself, to say no or say what you need out of a situation.
Okay. The shopkeeper would need a little bit more convincing. So,
I'm gonna whisper to
as the
Kit.
girl.
Oh, sorry, you were first.
No worries. Could you roll me the 2d6 to refuse to mind your manners?
Sure.
I'm so proud of you.
Don't be. My rolls have been bad when testing. Oh, but I got a 10.
Yes.
I just got the bad ones out beforehand.
Good.
All right, so tell me, how do you overcome, like, what do you do to convince him that the flowers are worth what he's asking?
Well, you never get to go out and gather flowers, and they'll really brighten up your shop. My mom says that flowers, fresh flowers, can be the most welcoming sight in the world when you first walk into a place.
Tell you what else would lighten up the damn place. Get a lamp.
So
You got a point.
you can bring in more people. I never have seen those flowers before.
Stick them in the window.
Stick him on the wall.
Stick it in your shirt pocket. You got plenty of them.
It's like, fine. These aren't flowers you see around here very often anyways. I'll give you her for the flowers.
Thank you.
I lick his face.
I grab the little doll's hand and immediately just march her out.
Yeah, we both grab a hand and out.
Just like, before he changes his mind, let's go.
Oh, easy. I'm fragile.
I'm sorry. All right. And then I will immediately make sure you're steady, but then let your hand go so you can walk on your own.
You did it! Oh, woo! You did it! I've never sold flowers like that before.
Hi, I'm Kat. This is Tippy. What's your name?
Kiora.
Just
Looking
What's
at
your name?
Tippy, trying to figure her out.
I'm poking your nose.
Excuse me.
Oh, boop. Boop.
Stop that.
Tippy, maybe give them their space.
What's that?
Boundaries, child. Oh my goodness, it's like you wouldn't even know what they were if they hit you upside the head with a brick.
Dad said something about that, and then he got mad at me. I don't like boundaries.
Yeah, I can tell. I like my space.
Good to know.
Thanks.
Could I have your name?
Oh, I'm sorry about that, dear. My name is Kiora. How are you?
I'm lost and a little confused. I don't know where we are.
Well, you're in luck. Neither do I.
Oh
Yep.
gosh. Tippy.
My creator just I woke up like this, and I don't know why I'm here.
That sucks.
I don't think I'm real, but I feel real.
I'm used.
But if I only had a heart, then maybe.
She flicks her nose. Ding! You don't feel real, but you look real.
Well, I'm made of 100% porcelain, you furball, of course.
Oh,
Thanks! Thanks a lot!
Tippy, if she's made of porcelain, you need to be careful.
Oops.
Because I don't know what I need, except maybe what was it? And she just like freezes like mid-sentence because she's just doll.
That's awkward.
Wave my hand in front of her face after a second. And then very gently pick her up. And like,
Glue!
Oh, I'm sorry.
How big are you? Like, cause you're a doll, but
like your
are you like the
standard American
18-inch?
girl doll. Yeah,
okay.
like
18-inch dolls. Okay.
So like I
Yeah.
can pick you up, right?
you could easily pick me up, although I would prefer if you
You're
didn't.
designed for a 12-year-old to scoop up.
Yeah.
You should ride on my back. I go fast like the wind.
We talked about her being fragile.
She can hold
Mentally
on
and
tight.
physically, please don't.
You can hold on tight.
I love this doll.
I know she's the
I
best.
needed this doll growing up.
So as you all are walking out and walking around, you notice some food stalls, and over by one of the food stalls, except further back, almost out in like between stalls in a dark alley, you notice someone curled up, kind of looking at the food, kind of white and fluffy, but they're on the ground.
That sounds like me. So I guess someone else will need
They just
The
lowered an
girl.
ear.
Karu.
Yeah.
Oh, different white.
Different
and
fluff.
There's
We
so
all
much
picked.
fluff.
We've all picked white fluff.
Would
There's a
anyone
lot of
else
white
like
fluff
to
going
be the
everywhere.
girl,
I'm a
or
doll.
shall I continue?
But with me, even though I'm wearing a bunny onesie, you gotta picture a wolf. A woo.
Yeah, you hear another type of growl coming from this curled up white fluff. It's the type
Growling?
of growl. Yeah, like the growl that comes from a stomach that's really hungry.
Oh,
Yeah, you just see me go down, and if I had fur to flick up, you would probably just imagine it going up a little bit.
What is this barbaric child doing?
I smell something and it's growling at me. And
Probably
I don't know
your
what
own
it is.
stomach.
No, I've been eating dog treats.
I heard it too. I came from over there, and I point at the alley and the curled up fluff.
Let's go check it out. It's like, book it in there.
Do you want to walk, or should I carry you?
Go ahead and carry me. Yeah.
Okay.
You just
I'm
hear
up.
in the shadow. Oh, woo, 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 woo.
Oh, God. Okay, don't eat me. No, I'm not food.
Tippy, don't! I just start kind of like not running because I'm holding a porcelain doll, but like trying to like hop, skip, sort of over there.
I do like that cartoon, like stop.
Tippy child, before you run off something.
Too late.
Child.
Are you okay? Tippy's
Who are you?
nice.
I'm Sage. And I'm very hungry.
Hi, Sage.
Here, have a treat. And I shove
Don't
like
do
3
it.
dog treats to your face.
How many
Are
dog
you
treats?
sure this is edible?
I've been edibling them.
She seems okay so far.
I'll try one.
I'm Kat.
Hi, Kat. Do you have better food than this? This is
Yeah, they're literal dog treats, like
Pretty
little
dry
pieces of
and-
dog food.
No, I don't have anything. I don't have any food. But there's food around here.
I know, but they don't want to give me food because they say I don't have anything to trade.
Get flowers.
We could go look for things to trade.
Do you think they'd accept these for something better tasting?
The dog treats? We could ask.
As you look around, you notice it's very the cellar of treats seems to have, I guess you would look like sweets. Definitely a lot of things that seem to be coated in something very sticky. There's reds, there's ambers, there's greens. He's like, yes, come eat my foods. I have sweet bun types, I have honey types. You group over there. He's pointing at you. He's like, would you all like something? I have foods.
It smells delicious.
Can we trade these for it and point to the dog treats?
You were supposed to eat those. I have more.
I'm gonna quick merry-go-round the girl to Crystal.
Okay. This guy's name's Slickwick. He's very much he almost looks like the treats he's selling, very gooey, very kind of like, he looks at the group, he's like, I don't know if I can trade for those, but
Oh, for the love of Pete, please, before I have to deal with this dog wooing again.
he walks around the counter and he's like, but some of you are quite fluffy. If you let me pet you, I will give you some treats. How about that? And he keeps walking closer to the group. Yes, just some pets. How about? And he starts reaching his hand out to try and pet Sage.
I back up behind Tippy and I go, she's got more fluff!
What are we doing? I wasn't listening.
See?
He wants to pet
Perfectly
you, child.
fine.
Oh, you gonna pet me? Apparently you have to ask because bubbles.
Boundaries, child.
Oh, down those.
You
really should ask.
You're too talkative.
You look like you're not just trying to pet somebody. I don't like you very much anymore.
Crystal, could you roll me a standing strong in your convictions?
Oh, jeez.
And does anyone have anything that can help her out with this?
I was just like, wait.
Just to make sure, just get some of the...
My roll 20 is being an absolute pain in the butt. Okay, I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
Is she scared? Because I have a free from what you fear. If this would consider a situation where she is dark or scary situation.
I can maybe do mirror, mirror.
I got a 7.
And a 7. Okay.
Which means...
Okay, so how do you... So no one else has anything to add to this? So...
I mean, like I said, unless it's free from fear,
Okay. So you...
Yeah.
Like I can stare at them and go all Lucifer and be like, "What do you desire?" But like,
Yeah. We might not want to know what he desires. He's kind of creepy.
So then how does Cat overcome this? I mean, but it does...
I start growling a little.
It does come at a cost. Like, so Cat, you can get out of this situation. You will be able to get some food for Sage, but you also lose something in the process.
So I'm just going to stand in front of both of them and go, look, mister, you have to have their permission before you pet them. It's impolite not to.
But they're right there. I mean,
Yes.
reach out and touch.
No.
Fine.
Tippy's just gonna put her head just on your back, just doof. Kind of let you feel her strength, kind of thing, like push.
Look, all we want is some food.
Well, you've caused enough of a distraction for me. You're wasting my time. You can't have this food for free. Just offer me something else. What can you give me then, if not my pets?
I suppose you could pet my hair if you wanted to.
Just tell him to ask us and then we'll do the pet things.
Yeah, perhaps you should just ask them. It wouldn't cost you anything to ask, would it?
No, it wouldn't. But then he reaches out and he does pet your hair. And you get goo, because he's a gooey person all over your locks.
Great.
That shall suffice, I guess.
Great.
excuse you, sir. Do you not understand? No.
No, I said he could.
Did she not offer?
Yeah, but I was like spaced out, so like I wasn't.
She
I went doll mode because I was like. So.
Okay, so your hair isn't looking as nice and golden. Some of the curls are starting to, straighten out, look kind of frayed. But he gives you what looks like a honey cut bun. Yeah, that you can feed to Sage.
I will hand it to her.
Yay! I just start eating. Oh, this is much better. Yes, definitely better than dog treats. Better.
So as you keep walking through the bazaar, you notice things. There's glassware of intricate shapes. They look very fragile, and there's like, I guess you could call them, look like the Russian nesting dolls. You see a bunch of those in odd shapes. They're not quite round. They're almost like...
Are these my cousins?
That'd be awkward.
Hello?
A
Cousin?
lot of them.
Hello?
I don't think those talk.
How would you know? Have you ever
I'm gonna
asked?
start like undoing
No.
them and then putting them back and then undoing them and then putting them back and then undoing them.
Will you stop that?
What? Do they have bubbleries too?
Yes.
You see wonderful dresses around, some of them made of tulle, but a tulle that looks like, have you ever seen a leaf that has lost most of its skin so you can only see the insides? The
Yes.
tulle in that kind of pattern. So it's very leafy, organic, kind of flowy, just a lot of different things. And then you come to the end of the bazaar as you're leaving.
I have that whole scene from Aladdin going in my head, and all I have is fresh fish. We catch them, you buy them. Like that's all I hear in my head.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour.
Wrong movie, but okay.
That's what's going through my head.
It's the two just smushed together.
Bonjour, fish! Sorry, continue. We're so distractible.
No, so you keep going down, and let's see. You would you see someone off in a distance, just by themselves, So is it Kalik?
Kaliak.
Crystal Kaliak. What are you doing off by yourself out there?
She would be just sort of hiding. She's very afraid of people, so
Mood.
same.
Oh God. You're about to meet Tippy.
Yeah, so a ways down the path, you notice Kaliak. You notice Tippy. You can smell Kaliak in the bushes. You can probably hear some of the rustles as she's in there. But she's definitely off the path. So, who would like to be the girl right now?
Yeah.
I think the only one that can be is Danielle.
Anyone can be.
Or like,
the
does
girl.
it?
Anybody
Okay.
can be it.
Anyway,
I'll be the girl.
I mean, either's fine. If you all want to keep playing your companions, I can do it.
That's okay. I'll be Chica. That way somebody else can be crazy for a second.
Okay.
I'm just a 30-year-old old soul, apparently.
that is what the chat's been calling.
Yep. I am a jaded 30-something-year-old soul.
It's beautiful.
Possessing a doll.
Yep.
Okay, so as the girl, what do you do when you notice this person hiding off the path?
She's gonna kind of look to her companions and stuff. As this Tippy's like, just gonna walk up a little bit. Hello? Are you watching us?
Kaliak is going to just sort of slink back a little bit, just so that you can see just her eyes, and go, "What do you want?"
You looked sad. We figured we'd come say hi. Hi.
You're not here to hurt me?
No.
But you're human.
Not all of us.
Well,
Only
not-
half.
Nope. I mean, I am, but that doesn't mean we're bad. Does that mean? And she's gonna look to Sage and Kiori. Are humans bad here?
Not all of them.
Okay, good.
Not in my experience, anyway. They're generally nosy, but I find their emotional capacity to be interesting.
I mean, I'd really like to be like a full child instead of just half a child, so yeah.
Wait, which half are you?
Oh my god, you can't just ask people which half a child they are. I
Are you
just
the
look down
left
on my
brain or
bunny
the
legs.
right brain?
No,
Wait.
we're not going to hurt you.
We don't have the means to hurt you, dear.
I mean, she might. And you see Tippy like.
That one's a little too small, but I suppose. And you see, coming out of kind of the shadows, is a giant freaking dragon-like creature
Oh, magnificent.
with
Yeah.
blue, silver, and violet duochrome scales and silver cat-like eyes.
Okay, see, now I'm worried you're gonna eat us.
Yeah, the girl's gonna step back. She's obviously like her eyes got big. She's like,
I have never hurt anyone. Ever.
Oh, okay.
what coloration are you? Did you say?
Her scales are silvery blue to deep violet duochrome.
Okay. You're beautiful.
Am I?
You're the prettiest dragon I've ever seen.
Probably the only dragon you've ever seen.
Exactly. I love that joke. Sorry. Back in character.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh,
What are you all doing here?
Well, I left.
These two gratefully rescued me. Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
No, it's okay. You go first. It's okay.
No, as I was just saying, it's been an interesting band of misfits and rescue, as it seems. We're all just trying to find that little flame that lights a fire under your ass and just finding your purpose. And if anybody got that Avenue Q reference, I love you. But yes, so we're here. And if you'll pardon me, I must space out now.
She does that sometimes, apparently.
Sometimes.
I'm just here for the food. They got me good food. Maybe if I carry along, then we'll get more food.
That's also such a mood.
Same.
I mean, if you want to help me get back home, that would be great. I came through a door and then the door disappeared and I kind of miss my parents now.
Well, I certainly don't exactly have any family to go home to, so sure, I'll help.
Great. I guess we're all misfits then, huh?
So as you go down, can you describe the mythic for me?
Okay, so the mythic. What am I describing? I forget.
Just everything you filled out, all the.
Oh, okay. So, what impresses people most about me is my scales and their color. As the last of her kind, I remember my kin with sorrow and a little bit of anger. Protecting the magic of this place is what I have to protect at all costs. I'm hoping that this journey will be able to show the truth of my people. When you found me, I was alone and angry. Mostly because all of my people are dead.
Well, shit got morbid real quick. And I thought I was the jaded 30-something-year-old.
And Sage, could you also describe the fawn while we're along this?
Yeah. So my other half is a white lot bunny, so my bottom half is a white lot bunny, and it's probably why I didn't want to get pet, because that was like that seems really inappropriate.
Fluff your tail.
Yeah, I've got a really fluffy white tail that I do not want that guy to pet. I find good food hard to resist. I wish I could transform into a normal girl, a normal child.
Alright, Pinocchio.
The journey will give me a complete transformation, or at least that's what I'm hoping. When the girl finds me, I'm curled up and starving. And yeah, my name is Sage.
All right. So as you all go to keep venturing, eventually you come across you notice a clearing in a path that leads to what looks like it could be a stone building, but it's like a bunch of stones in the ground, just arranged in a large circle. Like, and as you go closer, you notice someone running out, and you hear from inside, like someone's like, stop her, she stole the promise and she must give it back. And that's where we see Danielle. Who's your character again?
Mink, the beastie.
Yes. So you've been
Sorry, I need to change my name. Belle.
Belle.
Let me fix that. All right, fixed.
Oh, sorry.
So your mink's name is Belle, or your mink's name is Mink?
No, you've all been calling me Danielle. My name is Belle. I'm playing the mink, whose name is Mink.
Okay.
I fixed it, so it won't say that anymore.
So Belle,
Yeah.
you notice the group. You notice that there's seem to be some flying soldiers, definitely looking fairies. They're definitely fairies, and would be some guard uniforms chasing after Belle. Chasing after Mink. I'm sorry.
No problem. All right. I guess I have something shiny in my mouth. I see I'm being chased. I see the group, and I zoom that way. And there's a very big dragon, Jabberwocky. And I am just gonna immediately, I'm a mink, I'm a ferret, so I'm just gonna swoosh in a spiral up your leg and up onto your back.
Excuse me. Hello. Can I help you?
Hi. Yes, you can stop them.
What did you do?
Oh, nothing. This is mine.
I
Sure
don't
about that.
believe you.
This is mine. It's mine now. I have it. This is
Yes,
mine.
but was it yours a few minutes ago?
No, but that's why I took it. It's mine.
I don't
That's
think
not
that's
how
how
it
it
works,
works.
dear.
It's not how that works.
That's exactly how it works.
You need to give that back.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. It's mine.
You do if you want me to protect you.
So as you say this, the guards come up. He's like, yes, hello group. Young girl, could you hand over that mink? That they seem to have stolen a promise from us.
A what?
A promise.
Promise?
The ring she has in her mouth.
Oh, a
Give it
promise.
back.
I swear to God, if it's a thimble, I'm out.
It was given to her in exchange for a promise.
But then she took it back, so now she doesn't have to. I don't understand this world. So then, wait. If she made a promise and then gave the ring, then if she took it back, then it means it's hers now, right?
The ring was given to her for a promise.
What promise?
Yeah.
Yes, what promise?
And Mink?
Yes!
Mink, what promise did you make to the Fairy Queen?
Fairy?
Oh,
We have Fave with a ferret.
Right.
I promised. What did I promise? What do you promise a fae when you're a mink? I promised that in exchange for the ring, that I would bring the fae I would bring a story. But once I received the ring, I was just so overcome with how wonderful it was that I just cut and ran.
Well, if it's a story you want, I can certainly give you one.
I can get so many stories.
Right?
Oh, give them to me. Give me the stories.
I mean, I'm. You should come down here at least, and sit
I like
way
it
up
up
there. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start just for time because I know we're almost there. Kind of tell her about how I came, like, my world, and how, you know, I wanted to be an inventor and nobody like wanted to let me invent, and then I came here and kind of just literally how I got to this point.
And the guards are like, yes, that's fine. But if you have a story, you must come tell it to the Fairy Queen. She is the one that must be given the payment.
No.
Fairy Queen will sort it all out. Just come
No.
with us, please.
But you
I
can
bet
keep
they've
the
got
ring.
great food at the Fairy Queen's court. Let's go.
Don't eat anything there.
Why not?
Trust me.
But
Never
it's
trust a fairy.
good food.
And you see one of the guards take out a little flute, and he lets it out. He blows on it really quickly, and you notice more guards coming around and surrounding you. It's like
Please.
ushering you.
That's awful. Don't
towards the
play
Fairy
that.
Queen.
You're not good at that.
Please, Mink. A story could be fun to tell.
No, but they're mine.
We
Well,
have plenty of stories to give. It's all right.
and I shared with you mine, and doesn't that make it ours now?
No, it's mine.
Oh,
It's my story.
your
It's
world
okay.
is very confusing.
It's okay. I know someone at the Fae Court. It's fine.
Okay.
Let's go and talk with the Fairy Queen. The Fae are typically fairly reasonable.
Agreed. And I just start walking a little bit, and to see if you guys like follow me. I mean, she's on your back, Crystal, so if you walk, she will.
I'm there. I'm like looking for somewhere to put the ring on you.
On
Like
one of the
under
scales.
a scale, like jack up one of the
Like,
scales.
Chuck it in there. It's like sort of looking for a place to hide my treasure as we're going.
Just winds up going on one of the tendrils.
That's fine. Not yours. Mine.
For now.
Hold, please.
For now.
Thank you.
Right. So as you are ushered over, you enter the fairy ring. And I believe that is where we will be taking our break.
Nothing could go wrong after going into a fairy ring, right?
No,
No, nothing at all.
No, definitely not.
especially not
Fairies-
when you picked up an animal motivated entirely by greed.
Yeah, the fairies, they're really known for their niceness and generosity, much like all of our wonderful viewers. Hey, folks, we're going to be going to break here just real briefly, but I'm cutting in for a moment to remind everyone why the heck we're doing this. Raíces, Texas, like we said at the top of the stream, is an incredible organization that works with undocumented folks and immigrant families, coming across the border, they need legal help because this country's kind of fucked in how it treats people who come to it. So that's what Raices is all about, and that's what we're here to raise money for it. We are currently sitting at, let me make this window bigger so I can actually read it. We are currently sitting at $2,776.42. We still got 18 hours to go. Yeah.
A woo for everybody! A woo!
I'd woo louder, but if I do that, my roommate will kill me. So I'm afraid I can't, but feel free to a woo in the chat, a woo for yourself. And speaking of a woo, I have got a bunch of stuff to give away, because we give away stuff at the breaks. So we have got, what am I giving away here? What am I giving away? Oh, Fox, you didn't have the thing open. There you go. We are giving away 3 things on this break. We are giving away a $25 digital prize pack from Evil Hat that has all kinds of fun goodies in it. We are giving away the Modern Age Core Rules PDF from Green Ronin Publishing, which is awesome. Age is a cool system. And finally, we've got a surprise dice and sticker mailer from So Nerdware. If you want to get in on any of those giveaways, or any of those prizes in the current giveaway, I just started it up. Over in the chat, type !AWOO. That's with 2 O's.
Yeah.
And
I knew it.
listen, sometimes you do the obvious thing. I don't need you. I don't need you throwing shade in my ear. So get in there, let us know how it is, and if you can, if you donate some money to Raices, there's a link down there below the video or over there in the chat. And if you can't, tell your friends. It's the late hour. This is the hardest time for any big fundraiser. So love the folks that are chatting away. Love the folks on the stream. We're gonna go away for 10-15 minutes. Everybody's gonna go bio break. Take care of yourself. Move around. And we will see you folks. Get water. You are basically a plant. You need sun and water. Go get you some if you can. And we will see you all in just a bit. Don't go away.
Immigration has become the defining challenge of our generation. Communities are under attack because our U.S. policies are pushing people into the shadows. How we respond to this challenge will determine how we are remembered and who we are. That is why Raices exists.
Raices is a nonprofit organization that offers legal services to the immigrant community.
The vast majority of our clients have 0 resources, and we try to help them pro bono.
We work with people who no one else will work with. We work with people who are in detention, women, children. We work with people who've been detained at the border.
We work with families who are intact. We work with families who've been separated. We work with people whose families have rejected them because they might be transgender. We work with people who come from war zones whose families have all been killed. We try and take every case, and when we do, we see it through until the end.
I look at our clients and I see my own family. I am the product of an immigrant family's journey.
Many of us that work for this organization are immigrants ourselves.
I'm a former refugee from Iraq. I came in 2010. My clients have the same story as mine.
My grandpa was an immigrant from Cuba, and really when I look at my clients, I think of him and I think of the rest of my family.
As someone who came to this country undocumented, I feel privileged and honored that I'm able to do this.
We believe that the Constitution extends to all people in the United States, including immigrants.
We believe that everyone has a right to due process.
We believe that no person is illegal.
We believe that refugees are supposed to be in the United States.
I mean, we believe that families should remain intact, and there's no reason to separate them at the border as punishment.
We're committed to people. We're not committed to parties. We're committed to the people.
We believe that we're all human beings and we deserve to be treated well.
Raices was founded in 1986 and born from the sanctuary movement, which itself was a response to immigration policies in the early 80s that really made it impossible for Central American refugees to seek protection here in the United States.
It was a two-person office to begin with. We didn't have air conditioning or heat. We were distributing food, clothing, had medical care. We weren't doing visa work until probably around 2000.
When I started at Raíces almost 20 years ago, we were only 3 people, okay? 1 attorney, another legal assistant, and myself.
We've been here for a long time, and yes, we've met each crisis as it's come.
We just need to keep growing and growing because there is a lot of people out there that needs our help.
We have a family detention program. We prepare people for their credible fear interviews.
We're in the detention centers every day, talking to our clients, hearing their stories.
We have a children's program. We provide legal presentations for the children's rights.
Children need representation while they're still in detention. Otherwise, they would go to court alone.
We have community immigration services, which can range from renewing an application for DACA to applying for citizenship to applying for a visa on behalf of a crime victim.
We have a refugee resettlement program.
We help them to adjust into this country. We help them with housing and food and medical.
But also when they move to other cities in this country and need continuing services.
It's really about creating those partnerships with the community to make sure that our new community members feel welcome and safe and protected.
Last year I was almost deported, and Raíces came in, and without knowing anything about me, they helped me, and I don't think I would be there if Raíces hadn't helped.
I hope that one day our clients can be able to walk out on the street without a fear in their hearts. I want to be able to have a country where we can welcome asylum-seeking families in a system that isn't designed for them to fail.
They're a grassroots kind of organization that helps the community at the most basic level. They went out of their way to help me, and because of them, I'm able to keep going to school. I'm able to keep the life that my dad brought me here to build.
When you work at Raíces, you actually get to witness our nation being born anew. Every time we work with a client, you're literally watching the beginning moments of one of those stories that we hear about. We talk about our forefathers. We actually work with people who will be the mothers and fathers of the future generation of Americans.
The most patriotic people that I've ever met are new immigrants. The most ambitious people, the most qualified people. These are the best people that their countries are sending. Why? Why would you want to close the door on that?
We've been doing this work for more than 30 years. We were here before. We're here now, and we're not going anywhere.
Hey folks, we're back. We're back from our break. I hope you're back from your break as well. If not, you're gonna miss all the amazing excitement because now is when we're gonna do the other half of that giveaway. So let's throw some prizes around and give them to people, and that would be awesome. And I'm definitely not stalling for time while I open a spreadsheet. There we go. Okay, so our first winner for the $25 digital prize pack from Evil Hat is Midgardia. Congratulations! Make some noise in the chat so I can find you and give you your stuff. Midgardia. Boom, that is awesome. Our second winner for the Modern Age Core Rules PDF from Green Ronin Publishing is going to Narnia's Pants. I think I know that person.
Well done.
So if that strange person could just make some noise in the chat so that I might be able to find them wherever they are, I don't know. I would love to be able to give them their prize. And finally, the surprise dice and sticker mailer from So Nerdwear. It's what the nerds wear. They have won, or the winner is Crystal Fear. Folks, sometimes this is what happens when you run a contest at 1 in the morning. So if those people could all just make some noise so I can find them. Congratulations to our winners. I would like to remind the folks watching at home that we are not just doing this to make complete asses of ourselves and wear cute hoodies. We are also doing this to raise money. We are also doing this to raise money for Raíces Texas, an amazing charity organization that does pro bono legal work for immigrants and undocumented people here in the United States. Here, especially in my home state of Texas, it's a cause very near and dear to my heart because ICE sucks. Fuck them. So yeah, there's a button down there to donate money through our Tiltify. Please don't subscribe. Please don't send bits. Use the Tiltify link. The money goes straight to them. And yeah, with all of that said and all of that given away, I'm just gonna hand everything back now to our amazing GM, Wild. Take it away.
Yes, hi. So we just entered the fairy ring. But as we are doing so, Mink, could you please describe yourself?
Cool. I'm a mink, and my name is Mink because those are the rules of this world. I am a white mink, which is basically just a fancy ferret. What's most likely to get me into trouble is my greed, as we've seen. What I was before I was a talking animal was a mink fur scarf. So I was a regular mink, then I became a scarf, and then in this magical world, I got a second chance at life, and I can talk again. What do I need that this journey will give me is a title. I wish to be a titled mink. I wish to be titled, and that is why I stole the fairy ring. And I'm trying to amass wealth of all sorts, including stories. They're mine now. And yeah, when the girl finds me, I am pursued for stealing, as one is.
Wonderful. So, as you are all entering the fairy ring, could you tell me what it looks like inside this fairy castle?
90s aesthetic.
I'm okay with this.
It's 90s. 80s, 90s. There's Lisa Frank stuff, like posting. Glam rock.
There's just glitter everywhere.
There's lots of glitter.
I'm so sorry to any actual fae watching this.
Haven't you read Fairy Fire? It's very glam rock.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
Right, so as you are walking in, you notice murals of unicorns with rainbows and sparkles all over. There are everything, just rainbows and sparkles. It looks like these murals just don't look like murals. They almost look like stickers. The nice, soft, plushy ones that you can touch. Everything seems glittery all about, and you see towards the back Definitely an older-looking fairy, looking kind of forlorn, sitting on her throne. And she looks at the group and says, "Ah, yes, the one who owes me a story. And are you her companions?"
For the moment.
Yes.
My companions. Mine.
So they are your companions. Interesting.
Are you still on Kaliak's head?
Unless I have been dislodged.
Yeet.
No.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeet that
There's an next giveaway code.
Yeet that mink.
Anyway, unless Kaliak has dislodged me, I am still a pawn.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, seeing as they are your companions, I will accept payment through group form if that is acceptable. Anyone amongst you can give me the story that is owed to me.
I think
Really nice of you.
But none of you can leave until I get to my story.
Oh.
Well, Kat, why don't you tell the story? Your story. It's
me.
Yeah, it's got some great storytelling points, and we had talked about it.
In front of everybody.
Yeah, you can do it. Embrace your emotions. Emotions are completely fine. They are valid.
Can
I'm
roll
just
me,
a kid, though.
Kiora, can you roll
life is
me a heart not judged?
Yeah.
And that's just the 2d6, right?
Yes.
8. For that one,
Okay, so
yes.
As the girl, you have a reroll and you can add 1 to your total. But Kiora, how does this scenario make you question your humanity?
As I'm watching Kat sort of go through this different emotion that I've never seen. I've only seen that of like the shopkeeper, and all I really know is like, sorry, there's a bug. All I've really known is just kind of frustration because I wasn't where I wanted to be and I don't really know what to do. So I'm very angry at everything, and that's the only emotion I know. And having watched Kat and everybody kind of interact, I'm gaining a sense of emotional intelligence. And so like I'm developing that form of like that, and I'm trying to encourage Kat, so it's also kind of like like it's a win-win. So like I'm watching her go through things and express herself so I can feel more like I belong.
Okay, so does anyone else want to be the girl at this point, or are we going to stick with you for now? Who's currently going to be the girl?
It's up to you guys. If you guys want to switch it, I will tippy it out. Here she
I'll take over. I'll take over Kat.
Okay, here comes Tippy.
So as
Here's Tippy. Sorry, it's like midnight. We needed to do.
So how does Kat feel about what Kiora has said?
She's trying to process. I mean, she's 12. We're not exactly known for our high emotional intelligence. We're a little scattered, I think, emotionally. And so she's trying to take into consideration what Kiara has said. And it's like, no, you know what? You're right. Like she doesn't.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, I'm that too. And
Find your woo woo woo.
and she's trying to navigate her emotions, get a little control over it. Like she's just like, no, you know what? You're not wrong. I'm allowed to be emotional. Like instead of trying to put like, you know, stiff up her lip and be all tough, like she's like, no, you know what? You're right. I'm terrified.
Does any of the other companions have any way they would like to help the girl?
I would like to.
I'm not a wooing.
Sure, I was gonna say like act out her story. I want to act
while
out.
I'm explaining it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like drag the other people to do
Tippy's
it.
my
Like,
emotional support human. Okay.
I woo
woo. So as I step forward a little timid, I take a breath and I go, well, Your Majesty, I do have a story. It's about how I came to discover everything that's in this world, in this magical setting. And I would like to offer that story up to you.
Okay.
With
I roll
Tippy as my
for
background
it was
dancer.
This big. I have a thing called It Was This Big. It says roll when you meet someone important or tell them of your magnificent adventures. I think that counts.
All right. So it's 2d6 then.
I'm gonna do this one and this one. Well, that sucks. That's a 4.
Ooh.
So that was ask the guide, how have they already heard of me? Oh no. And why do they think I'm a scallywag?
Gee, I don't know, because you woo at everything.
Woo woo woo.
Okay, well, Tippy, how will you tell me? How have you
Okay, so
offended the Fairy Queen before?
how have I what?
How have you offended the Fairy Queen before?
Well, okay, so my neighbor had a dog back in the human world, and I watched it chase bees. And when I first came to this world, I had you know what I'm doing. I had no idea that there were fairies were a thing, and so I kind of accidentally ate one, thinking that it was a bee. Or like I swatted at it or something. Like I may not have actually like ate it, but like
Maybe not, because
there was a thing that happened.
fairies are normal person size, so maybe not that.
Oh, they're normal person size. I was thinking they were like pixies.
Oh no.
No, then I ran into them because I wasn't paying attention.
I mean, you can still chase them as they're flying. That is not a problem at all.
Yep, totally chasing them. And then I grabbed their skirt and was playing tug of war with them. And then I wouldn't let them go, and because it was a really long skirt and I didn't know it was the queen. There we go. Or something like that. Those are my options. Take one of them. I have many. Tippy can offend many people many ways.
Kiara pipes in, yep.
So the Fairy Queen looks, that one is here as well, I see.
Hi.
Well, to tell the story, could you roll a stand strong in your convictions for me? That would be 2d6 plus 1.
Is there a specific command for that?
We'll just add 1 to it.
Okay. 6.
What was that?
That was you thought you had a bad roll.
Sounded like a balloon or something.
Okay, so
Can I impart wisdom? Because that can give a reroll to the girl. if I roll well.
Actually, you do have a reroll as well. Is that the reroll or is that just the +1?
I will happily take that reroll.
If I impart wisdom and I roll well, then the girl may re-roll her last roll.
I believe the girl also got a reroll from the construct. Yes.
Oh, okay, then I don't need to go.
We'll see.
No
We will
wisdom.
continue to roll the die until we like the roll.
Okay, so do I reroll?
Yes, you have one more reroll.
Oh, okay, come on. Much better. Thank you.
Much better.
Roll 20.
All right, so what story do you tell that impresses the Fairy Queen?
I tell the tale of myself and how I came to meet all of our companions. Beginning of, my backstory of running away. So I got into a fight with my parents because they wanted me to be something that I feel like I'm not. And I left. And that's when I met Tippy over here. Who has taught me several things, and it's helped me reaffirm who I am a little.
Woo! You should woo for them.
I'm not a wooing, and
it'll help. It'll help.
Through Tippy's guidance and use of the woo power, I have learned to sort of just let it go, so to speak, and stand up for myself a little bit more. And then I met Kiora, who and she just looks over, and Kiora's like, and she just looks back at Her Majesty, and Kat's like, we're working on her, but she's helped me understand emotions a little bit better recently. And then we met Sage, and then we've met Kaliak, and I go through and I'm telling them all of their stories and how they've benefited me, and then that's when we ran into Mink. And I can tell you now, had we known they were a convicted felon, I probably wouldn't have hung out with them, but here they are, and here we are. So, the end. And as she like as she like finishes up her story and is like explaining that while these people are not inherently human except for Tippy and Sage, yes? I forget. Yeah, okay, you're muted. So like aside from the two of them, like Kat's the only legitimate human. There's no animalistic tendencies. It's very much she has to embrace her human side and her humanity, and because of them, they're kind of helping her understand that.
Right. So the Fairy Queen listens to your story, and she's very that is a story that touches close to the heart. I too have not always been here, not from where I was before, because the creativity of where I was just was not allowed. I used to be a part of the Crow's Kingdom, and he kicked me out. He was taking a lot of the artifacts. In fact, I'm surprised that Kiora is even here, and that is definitely something he would have tried to have taken from this world, something as imaginative as her. He's going around not allowing people to think up things.
He's not a
to
very
dream.
nice man.
No, he is not.
He's scary.
He has artifacts?
He's a stranger danger. No, not again.
Yes, he collects many tools, many ideas.
Oh, I've heard of him before. You know what? I think he's the one who has the stuff that can get you home. We should go see him and look at his stuff.
No,
Get our
we've
stuff.
been there. You don't need more stuff.
Get our stuff.
I'm not picking
And then
it
you
up.
can get home.
Carrying
Because it'll
it.
be your stuff.
I don't want to carry it. That's work. I don't work. Adults do that. I don't do that. I don't work.
Talking to the girl, the fairy queen is like, but as you can see, I have made a home for myself. I was like, little girl, you do not need to go home either. I can send a replacement for you. In fact, guards, would you mind giving me a strand of your hair, little girl? Just one of the ones that there seems to be some on your doll. Would you mind if I took it?
At which point Kiora is like, wait, what
You could
artifact?
stay here forever.
What's going? What do you mean artifact? What am I? Am I not just a doll? Do I have a higher purpose or use? What do you mean artifact, Your Majesty? And Kat just looks at Kiora and is just like, yeah, what do you mean by artifact? Who is this creator?
So who are you passing the girl along to?
Do Sage.
Okay. So Fairy Queen looks at Curious like, you are an animated being. So no, you are more than just a toy. More than just a thing, an object. There's obviously a lot of thought has gone into you. But little girl, if you wish to stay in this world and not go home, make a world for yourself as I have, I can do that for you.
No.
You can stay with us forever.
Hippie, chill.
I mean, there's no need to have to confront all those rules and deal with them anymore. I mean, you can just go off and make your own rules, as I have.
That sounds tempting, but I want to go back home. I don't want to make another world. I want to live in my world and make my world better with my creations. Or else how will they change and become better?
The purring was the response.
So, do you believe your responses would go along with any of these manners? Would you be forming a new belief, being wanting to go home and not stay here?
I think it goes closer to standing strong in convictions.
Okay. There's never question their place in society. Never
Is it like what manners she's going against for the beliefs?
Like a belief, yeah. Like from what the queen is propositioning to you, they could possibly go along with some of these manners, and you're creating your own ideal. It's like what you believe in instead.
I'd say because the girl wants to, like it's not so much about questioning your place. Well, it does have to do with questioning your place in society, but like doing stuff on her own, like all the crafting and all that to kind of make her own place in society instead of just letting others choose for her.
Okay, so it's making her own place, but not necessarily in isolation.
Yeah, because the queen wants to be like, oh, make your own place here and create it from scratch, but the girl wants to kind of go back home and show within society that she can do things differently.
Okay. So let's write that down.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Let's see. With anyone within the group, how they feel about what the girl is saying?
I mean,
it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Keep your stuff. Keep your things.
Tippy is love it. Tippy is definitely like dying. I think like while you were talking, Tippy got really quiet and she's kind of hiding behind Kaliak's like forepaw a little bit. And I mean, like she's happy, but she doesn't want to lose a friend and she doesn't want her to go away. So she's kind of all about her staying, but just kind of the thought of her losing her kind of makes her super sad. So she's just kind of hiding there behind her leg, and like there's just like a little tear, and she's just like, suck up back in there, tear. Yeah.
And how about the mythic? Just trying to. How does you feel about? Does this bring out anything amongst her truths or anything like that?
Not really, no.
Okay. The Queen is like, well, I see. So perhaps just making this kingdom in isolation is not proper. I see what you're saying. Perhaps I was just running away, not trying to confront what was in front of me.
Is this queen's name Elsa?
I know, right? The angst, the moods.
Let it go.
Let it go. Yeah. This cold really bothered me though.
Well, perhaps I can change the world as well. If you do not mind helping, you could help me bring about this change to allow this creativity that that only seems to be here, that I have managed to allow only here and spread it to everyone else.
Yeah. Creativity is good. We have to spread it. Make sure everyone does creativity.
Give it to me.
No, everyone. I said everyone, not just you.
I want it.
You can have some.
Creativity's not an object, silly.
How do you give it?
I'd say it's more about creating than giving.
Sharing.
Doesn't make sense.
Sharing doesn't really, but it makes you happy and it makes the other person happy, and that's pretty fun. Ooh!
Yes, sharing is indeed the main one of the components of creativity. For the spread of ideas is not a bad thing at all. Perhaps you would be able to convince the Crow King to change his ways,
Give us stuff.
or at the very least to allow me back in to usher in some change. I could possibly offer some help. I do have these rings I can give you. They are magically powered, but I can only exchange them for a promise, for it is your word that gives them power.
Don't do it. That's how this started.
That is kind of how this started.
How this started.
I mean, what you promise is up to you.
We promised to take the rings.
I promise to never grow up.
I don't think that's the kind of promise they're looking for.
Well, that's awkward now.
Promise to talk to the crow. Promise to talk to the crow?
We can talk to people. I'm really good at talking to people.
Yes.
We can try to ask the Crow King to let you bring creativity to the world.
Well, I can give you these rings. Just know it is your convictions that power them. So hold true to your word, and they will help you on your journey. If you may pass some other places along the way as well, and hopefully these will help you out. And she passes along these rings.
Do you have like a necklace or something? Because I don't think I could put rings on my paws. And they're obviously hands with fingers.
As each ring is placed into your hand, Tippy, yours seems to turn into a bracelet.
Mine's a bracelet just by virtue of tiny paws.
It's true. The paws, do we have problems as animals?
Yes. Tippy, if you could promise not to chase after us and rip our clothes again, that would be wonderful.
I'm sorry, it was one time. I'm sorry. It was fun though. Okay, I will promise I won't do it anymore.
Oh,
And she pops herself a treat.
Just take a little break. Thank you for the donation. Kiora, yes. You have a reroll. Yeah.
Your old soul is winning the hearts of fans.
And what, my queen, would you ask of me?
Sorry,
and what, my queen, would you ask of me?
And the promise is up to you. What do you feel you can give?
You don't have to protect us because I got that one covered.
Everyone has something. Maybe it's a promise to yourself.
I suppose my promise for now will that I will protect these children.
Yes. Just make sure to stand true to your convictions and your promises. For the power is within you, not the ring itself. But these do help you bring it out. Is there anything you would like along the way? We can gather up some food. There's not much in the way of equipment, but I'm sure you're all fine in that regard.
Do you have money? Apparently you need money to do things.
No, we barter in promises. Would you like to make us a promise?
I don't know, some guy didn't want flowers and that was really sad because they were really pretty flowers. Like we almost didn't get Kiori because that was just a shame.
Food.
Food is also good.
Food.
Yes.
Absolutely, the fun is like, did you mention food?
Food! We're just gonna start passing around our own characters now.
So, what foods do the fairy bring out to you?
Mushrooms.
Meat. I want bacon. I'm not a vegetarian.
I'm thinking fairy cake should definitely be in there.
Is it fairy bread like in Australia? It's just like white bread.
With like the frosting and all the glitter. Yeah.
It's white bread, butter, and sprinkles. That's what we get.
Yeah.
It would be even better if it's carrot cake, I'm just saying.
So, as you venture outside,
Dolls eat. Like
They
Kyora's like
eat.
2
They're,
minutes
like,
later.
hollow
No,
inside.
we just sit there and I'm just sitting there like like a little kid like putting food up to your face and you're just like,
I'm not even registering that until like it finally the loading screen finally loads.
I'm like trying to like open your mouth and stuff like.
Remember the bubble?
The bubble wreath?
No, not the bubble. I'm saying pop your bubble. I'm sorry.
You did, but it's okay.
So after your meal, the Fairy Queen sends you all on your way. It's like, venture to the north and you can get to the Crow King and his kingdom.
I'm gonna go up. I'm at the mention of bubble wreaths. I'm still riding without permission, so I'm gonna go up to your face.
Hey.
And just give it a little pat. Be like, can I be here?
If I didn't want you there, I would have gotten you down already. It's fine.
Okay.
Scent is everything.
Do you have like a serpentine neck? Like
Do you remember the Jabberwocky in Alice in Wonderland, like the live action version?
Yeah.
That's basically what I look like.
Sweet. I slide down your neck like it's a slide. Full tumble. And then sprawl across your back and then sit. Like I'm a duke. 'Cause I want a title.
Place a few letters.
Duke of Minkington. Wesselton.
Wesselton. Weaseltown.
So I'm guessing, are you all venturing north at this point, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we go, I'm just gonna make up stories as we go. I'm just going to tell you all about the wonderful adventures I've been on since I came back to life. Just frolicking through deserts and forests, and I have, just hordes of gold and coins in various places. I'm building is it a duchy when you're a duke? I don't know. I'm building a dukery.
It's like a nunnery, right?
It's a duchy. I'm building a duchy because I'm gonna be a duke.
And Tippy is 100% like one-ing up your stories, so the stories just keep getting like one-upped finally.
Chaotic.
I'm like not trying to one-up you, but I keep saying stuff because I'm taking your stories. So as soon as you say it, that becomes my story.
Yeah, you started one. It's like, oh, I totally did something like that, and it was like this is like, oh my gosh, me too, totally did.
You didn't do that. I did.
I remember that. I remember that. That was me.
You didn't do that. I did that. My story. I just keep going.
I don't remember you were there. I think I have a bubblery now. I don't like this. You guys can't see Joy, but she is freaking out right now. She's lost.
I'll start working everyone else into the story because you're my friends now, so you're part of my story. So I just everyone starts getting cameos.
That's so creepily endearing.
I'm fairly certain you've never met anything like me, little one.
Have now? Now you're mine.
Can dolls be turned on?
No.
Because damn. Because damn.
I ship it. It's fun.
You have an on-off switch? My friend had a toy once that had an on-off switch. Look, I look like you said that in character. We're yes ending this crowd.
Oh my god, Kiora.
You can't tell an improv person to should yes end.
I think her
broke
off
the
switch.
doll.
I think the off switch is when
There's
she
just like a crack that goes down and she's like
see now she's off.
oops, I turned her off. Let's turn her back on again.
Hey.
So
She broke it on off switch.
You want to get home, right? Get home?
Kira comes back. Yes, please. Let's figure out how to do this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, take the Crow King's stuff. Take
So
his
as you were regaling everyone with stories, you come across a building that's almost like a castle. Not quite though. It just looks like a fairly long building that just goes down the path, almost like it's 2 rooms wide, just a bunch of columns and a doorway. And you see 2 guards wearing masks in the front.
I'm not saying kink, but
Okay, off again. Off again.
Wait, what
Let
kind
the
of
doll
mask?
live.
Let me explore my humanity.
Someone earmuffs the little girl and let the doll live.
She's 12. It's fine.
They've had the discussion by the time they're 12.
I'd be more worried about the runaway.
That's true. She's like this many.
I am this many, guys. I'm this many.
As you get closer to the guards, you realize that what appears to be their guards' helmets are not actually helmets, but actually a part of the masks themselves. The masks are fairly plain. They have mustaches drawn on them, and they have what look like guard hats, only it's just an extension of the mask on top above their heads. So their guards' helmets are not helmets at all, just more of the mask.
Hey, let us in. We're going in.
And guards looking at you, I guess you may enter. You just must first speak to the mask mage first.
What?
The mask mage. He will. The mask mage will assign you all roles, and you can go through as long as you maintain.
You has a mask, and you has a mask. I think that's mask. How do we know which one's the masked one that we're supposed to be talking to?
Oh, he will find you. Do not worry.
Does he has a good sniffer like me? I can find a lot of things with my whole sniffer.
You shall not sniff unless that is your role.
Oh, can I roll for sniff? Sorry.
Roll with an 8.
Can I roll for sniff?
Wrong kind of roll.
Take a chance, roll.
What's a roll? I want to roll. Give me mine.
It's our rabbit trailing, guys. Oh, dear Lord.
Yes, you shall get your roll. Just please enter through the doorway.
Okay.
We have accommodations, we have food, we have equipment, anything you may need.
I want all the rolls.
Speak to the mask mage.
I'm walking
All right,
in
y'all,
and my
start
head is
donating.
up.
So as you enter this hallway, you notice it's just a very long building with a couple rooms on each side as you go along. And someone robed walks into you. He has a mask on that looks very royal. He has a crown on that's not actually a crown, but a crown that is a part of the mask. And he says, "Yes, so you've entered my hall. Are you looking for roles? Shall I assign you your roles?"
Can I be the official sniffer?
But we're here to see the Crow King.
That's also true.
Yes, you can pass through here to see the Crow King. but I must assign you your roles first. So it's
We're
no
not
one...
here for roles.
Can I have multiple of the roles?
I want all of them.
So many. Can we have their roles? I want their roles.
Can I have your role? Give me your role.
What do you do? He's a role giver. He's already gonna give you roles.
I am the king here. I am the mage of masks.
Ooh.
But
So
you're
wait,
not
are you the
pro
king or the
king.
mage?
Oh,
the mage king.
Yeah. Are you a king?
I
You're
am
mage of the
I
kings or
am
the
masked
kings of the mage?
And my role is that of king of this hall.
So you need respect. Okay. He's the mage king. Is that respectful enough for you? That's what we wolves do to respect him.
When I'm first introduced to a member of royalty, I have to roll.
Oh.
And if it's bad, then I am guilty of a crime. It's like
Everything's bad. I love you.
It's 11. I'm fine. Which just means I've shared a story before about this person.
All right. So what do you know about the mask mage then?
I know that the mask mage is not a legitimate king. But the former royalty disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Did you steal them?
Might have changed their roles.
That's also true.
Yes, and the mage is like, if you would like to go through these hall, you must have your roles. You must perform your duties as assigned.
See, he keeps saying roles.
Yes.
But then he just said you get one. That's contradictory, diddly.
He will hand out masks to everybody.
Can I have a wolf one?
Extensive vocabulary.
And the masks, as he is handing out to you, they're all blank masks, but as you touch, you each grab the mask, they change.
Can I have a wolf?
You tell me, how does your mask change when you grab it?
It's going to be a wolf. Actually, it's going to be a duck. But I'm going to say it's a wolf.
So we can go around, everybody. How does Kat's mask change as she grabs hers?
Kiora just broke at the duck. He was just like...
Cat's mask. So the mask has to look like the role.
You can just describe how the mask looks, and I will tell you the role.
Okay.
Maybe not kind of like...
Identity crisis is what I'm going to have.
Honestly. I feel like hers would be a little bit more of like the equivalent of like a like tool belt, but like as a hat kind of a thing, like a crown, because she's still a kid, so it's like, because she's like an inventor, she's like the queen of inventing, so like it would involve like a little crown of like tools.
I
like,
almost want to just make it a cat face because she's curious and like.
Or that we'll just go full Andrew Lloyd Webber on this, and
but it has
go
like
from
it's
there.
like steampunk cat. So
Yeah,
it has, like, the
yeah.
gears.
So
There
it
you
has
go.
like all the gears and stuff.
Just winds up with
Steampunk cat.
It's a necessity at this point.
So everybody gets a mask. What does the Mythic's mask look like? What's the Mythic's name?
Kaliak.
Kaliak. What does Kaliak's mask look like?
I think that's hard to come up with. I think it would wind up looking almost like a necklace of scales that are all different colors that winds up being almost representative of her kin.
Okay. Do any of these seem to reflect a specific part of her personality, or? Or more like, what part of this represents what part of her personality?
This is her. This is her love for her family.
Okay. And what does Kiora's mask look like?
Human.
Okay. What does that signify to Kiora?
I think it's her desire to belong, and I think having met, Tippy, Cat, and Sage, she's wanting to explore that side of humanity that she knows that she does contain. Not even just emotionally, but also physically, to actually be able to blend in and kind of create a world for her own, since she kind of wasn't given any primary purpose. Nobody put that computer chip in and was like, here's what you're gonna do for us. It was kind of like, oh well, she's 90% done. And so I think she's also just frustrated with constantly when she tries to explore humanity, that's usually when she zones out, because it's her limited mental capacity can only handle so much humanity, and so she's just I want to be human. I'm tired of fighting my mental block. So she really wants to be human.
Okay. How about Mink's mask?
Weirdly deep there.
It's like a general masquerade mask. And on the surface it looks very fine and gilded and excellent work. And then when you look closer, it's this chaotic jumble of random things that Mink thinks is treasure, and it's most of it's garbage. Some of them is she understands what gems and stuff are, but a lot of it's just kind of representative images of just random things that she's taken over time. And it's very gaudy, and it has little chains that hang down with little things dangling off them.
The chains hang low.
So it's both a mask and a veil, but her little mink snout peeks out.
Oh.
And Tippy, you said you had a wolf mask, right?
But it's a duck.
So I was thinking about it. Ducks are actually really fierce and creepy, and they're super cute, but ducks are actually very
ducks are jerks.
Yeah, they are. Don't mess with their babies. They're very motherly. Don't do it. So I'm actually kind of serious about a duck. So it's one of those half or those kid masks that come down here, and then it just has this bill that just flops out, and she wears it over
the onesie.
Well, no, she pulls her onesie back, she puts it on, and then she pulls her onesie back this way, so you have the bunny ears sticking up, you have the face of the duck, and then her teeth, just the fangs sticking underneath them. So it's the duck goes to here. You just see her little teeth with the fangs, her little eyes, little beady eyes. She goes,
and what does Sage's mask look like?
Like a wolf, guys.
I think Sage's mask looks like a fierce-looking rabbit. Just the face, not just a normal rabbit. It's an angry rabbit.
It's the one from Monty Python.
Does that signify anything in particular to Sage?
Kinda, sorta, yeah, because Sage's thing is about transformation, but she really wants to be a human and kind of doesn't, rejects the, rabbit part of her and keeps trying to be more human and not more rabbit, which would be easier. So it's the part of her that she doesn't like, because that's the beastly side that she doesn't want taking over. So it's kind of her hidden half that she's not really acknowledging.
Okay, so Upon receiving the masks, the mage is like, I see. So you, looking at Kaliak, you have the role of the mother. Kat, you, I would say you were the inventor, but we don't have that anymore.
Why not?
You are the fixer. You can repair things.
Do it anyway. Take the role. Take it.
Both. They're both the same. It's like a thesaurus.
Tippy and Sage. Yes, you are pets.
Wait, we're both?
What?
I'm different. I'm a wolf.
That
See?
is
My mask's a
role
wolf.
assigned. I have no more control over this. Well, I do have
You
some
totally just made it up, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So it may be. Mink, you shall collect our trash.
Yes. Mine.
And Kiara,
I was gonna, attest that, but if you're okay with it, cool.
It's my trash.
You're not wrong.
Kiara, you are just a general worker around here. You shall do the odds and ends if you wish to stay.
They know everything. It's like the janitors. Don't piss them off. They know stuff. I got in trouble once.
So I believe you are looking to see the Crow King, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We gotta roll.
We can grant you safe passage along. This will take you over. You just must walk through the hall. Just please maintain your roles while you're in here.
Long. Trash. Need trash. And I start trying to take other people's masks.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's not.
That whole thing about boundaries and bubbleries, yeah, you remember, we still have to respect that.
Respect the bubblery. That's another shirt, guys.
I need that.
As Mink tries to take off someone else's mask, you'll find that it does not come off. It's almost like it is a part of them.
You can't take it. Stop taking it now. It goes to take off my face. And I'm sitting there trying to pull back.
Okay.
I'm a wolf. See? Don't take my wolf mask.
Okay.
You're a wolf.
If you turn around, you will notice that the mage is no longer there. Simply,
I didn't even smell him leaving. That's weird.
Did you smell him arriving?
Kind of tooted a little. You didn't smell that?
No.
Look, Kat, I talked to you about this. You've got to get your sniffer. You've got to work on your wooings and your sniffer.
But that's your role. That's your part of the role.
I'm not a pet though. I don't want to be a pet. I'm a wild dog. I'm going to actively disbelieve that I'm a pet. And I just get really quiet. I'm actively just disbelieving that I'm a pet.
Kylak's just going to continue walking.
so, are you, as a group, are you exploring at all in the hall?
My eyes are closed. If they all leave, I'm just standing there
Tippy.
Tippy, come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, right.
As we're walking, I'm not exploring so much as just picking up every random thing I find and ferrying it over to the group.
That's not garbage. That's somebody's mailbox.
Mine. Garbage now. Mine.
That's not garbage. That's somebody's front porch light.
I don't think I'd go for that. I'm not grabbing things I'd have to actively unscrew from the wall.
Just yank it.
It's not the mailbox, it's the mail. That's even worse.
I think that's illegal.
Yeah.
Gib slap you.
Oh yeah, because that has stopped Mink before. Oh, it's illegal. Let me put it back. It's not illegal. It's mine now. Mine.
That's the other hashtag.
It's not illegal. Ish mine. I just lisped it there. Ish mine. The teeth, bro.
So as you're going along collecting this trash, you notice someone crouching behind one of the columns, just kind of sitting with their hands around their knees, seemingly crying.
Mood.
I smell salt water. Does anybody else see an ocean?
If I wanted to be mean, I could grab them and say, I found trash. Just grab found trash.
Okay.
As
I
you
think I understand what a bubblery is. That's not trash.
as you say,
Fox is losing it. We love you, Fox.
the
I feel
man
like that's what we're doing. Is just to make her
break our
We're
producer.
doing it right if our producer stuff.
Accurate.
We kind of need a producer.
as you call this man trash, he looks up and he's like, trash. I may as well be trash, but that has not been the role assigned to me. Any role, even that of trash, would be...
What were you given? What does her mask look like, or its mask, or the person, like, I don't know if it's an object or not. Their mask.
It looks like that of a knight. But
Like a knight in shining armor, or just
Or the
like
sky.
black?
like a knight in shining armor.
It's like,
Does it have stars? Is it Canute?
It's a black hole.
He has the role of a Knigget.
Wait, I'm a wolfie, and you're a Knigget.
fox.
Get on my back, and I'll make you look real regal, like.
Yes,
It'll be fun. Remember, I'm fine.
I suppose that is what I'm supposed to do, but alas,
Kiora walks up
don't
to
do it.
and
I did not want to be assigned to this role of knight.
Well, then don't do it. That's easy.
What was Kiora doing?
Kiora, like, even though she still has her mask, she's sort of just staring, and hold on. I don't know if it would go with like a heart not judged or mirror mirror, but like I feel like either or would work because she's still trying to figure out the whole humanity aspect, but like she's still kind of like staring at him, even though she's like this whole role, but she's just like trying to figure him out, like trying to figure out what he's talking about, like in the riddle form, essentially, is like because that's how he's talking to her, like that's how it feels.
Yeah, you can roll mirror mirror for me.
Okay. I'm so using that reroll if this is garbage. All right, rerolling. Thanks for that. Actually, no, yeah. Damn.
Wonderful.
My life sucks. Okay. Guys, come on, give me more rerolls. Come on. All of the rerolls.
Rerolls to the girl. So someone's gonna have to donate.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, the more you donate, the crazier we get. Like, we just get super happy, and then we do stupid stuff, but it's canon at that point, so we have to just keep going.
It's the 5-year-old that's leading all the chaos.
As it should be.
This man now has some leverage over you. How? What does he know or say that
we don't
want to do something for him or command you, or he has some sort of leverage over you?
I feel like he would know something we don't. Like what happened to his mask necessarily, like what happened to his role that he was given.
Okay.
That we don't know about.
He looks at you and says, I see. You do not understand this place at all, do you?
No, you're not wrong.
You all seem to have accepted your roles willingly.
I don't.
For curiosity's sake.
No.
I ain't no pet roastiff.
So you do not enjoy your role either.
No.
Oh, I don't really care. I just stick the face on, and it makes people laugh apparently. But I'm not a pet. I'll bite you if you pet me without asking. That's a bubblery.
I don't. That's breaking a bubblery. I don't mind having my mask. In essence, it's more of how I'm using it, I think, and I'm not letting it use me. I'm not letting it define me. I'm still trying to work myself into this persona that I want to be. So what happened to your role? Like, why don't you want to be who you were assigned?
I never wanted to be a Knigget. It was...
But it sounds so cool!
Well, what do you want to be?
I wanted
to be a Canucket.
I wanted to create murals and art, paint. I did not want to be a defender. I did not want to be in the army, protecting this supposed king.
Paint a picture of me.
But our ability to choose was taken away from us.
Take it back.
I just started posing so that he could paint me. Paint me like one of your French women.
Like one of your French ducks.
Wolf ducks. It's a wolf duck now. A funny wolf duck at this point. Rawr. Hear me rawr.
I appreciate the poses, but the longer you are here, the more you become the mask.
Leave.
Get out.
Nowhere to go.
I take some dirt on the ground and I just take it I'm doing all this super awkwardly slowly, and I just take his finger and I put some of the dirt on there and I just rub it across my forehead.
Simba.
Painting is fun. Dirty. Yes. I'm just rubbing his finger with the dirt on my forehead. Super awkwardly, slowly.
Cat.
Yes.
You should help him.
We're here to
save him from me.
We're here to recover curiosity for the fairy queen and make what?
After we leave?
Well, no, but I mean, we're here to change that whole role and stuff. So why don't you help us? And then you can leave. And then you can go to the fairy queen's place. And she wants to do creative stuff. So she would probably love having an artist. And you could be an artist there.
Yes. But first, perhaps you can... Is there a way you could change my role?
I think you have to change your role.
You mean like a little role play?
My face is probably super just
dirt.
Literally the entire conversation. I haven't stopped.
I cannot change my role, for all our tools were taken from us by the Crow King when he brought in the maze.
Then let's go get them back. I'm sure Mink can help with that.
Yes. But then they'll be mine.
But you can share them.
I will be Croak.
Right.
Hear me roar.
Great.
Oh
Cat,
god. Kylie.
one of their manners are you going against right now?
That one.
Always follow instructions. And
Yeah.
probably also never question your place in society.
Okay.
I feel like question place in society is probably more accurate.
Yeah.
I never making demands is probably gonna come up soon, but that.
And I'm just like staring at him while I'm like painting with his finger.
But yeah, I think it does go
run
against
away,
question your place in society.
Excuse me while I recover my mouse from the kitty.
I literally thought you meant an actual mouse, and my first thought was he is so nonchalant about this whole thing. Just like
Let me just grab the pet mouse away from the cat.
I've gotten plenty of mice away from my cat. That's not as easy as you made it look.
So I'm going to have the girl roll a refuse to mind your manners. Would anyone have a way to help with that?
I can help you more.
What
are we doing again? I literally just
Can
bubbled out.
Kyliak help at all? Because I don't think you've done any rolls yet.
I'm not sure what I would do.
I've got a question.
You have
So
the question.
you can so you roll the mythic has courage to your heart, which is roll when you tell a story to inspire the girl's courage. Let's see. There's life is a sacrifice. Roll when you put all your might and magic to protecting what matters to you most. Or back to yesterday, roll when you share your kin's legends to make sense of the world.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, I have free from what you fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was curious because it says roll when you find yourself in a dark or scary situation. He seems to be in a depressed state, and that's pretty dark. So can I consider that a dark situation?
Sure.
Cool. I want to tell him the story about how I became a wolf.
First, you have to roll for it.
Because then Mink is just going to keep coming back and stealing all your details.
True. That's a 4.
Oh no.
They
Mink
become
just jacked
mine.
all the stuff.
Apparently, why the situation is even scarier than it seems.
Right.
I just screwed that up.
You're supposed to help.
I was a little girl. I really was. I used to be. But then my mom and dad came in and they're like, "You can't be a wolf." And then I was like, "No way, Jose."
So as you are telling your story to the man, you notice that your mask doesn't have a strap on it anymore. It seems
Mine?
yes.
Oh. And then I was like, "I'm not a wolf."
And your
But
mask
I was
doesn't
a
come
wolf.
off.
That's awkward. Hey, cat, can you untie this for me? And like the first time you see her like pull her mask back, like she did it so quick with the other one that you didn't see it, but she'll pull it back so that like because she had it under her hat, and she's got like her, well actually you would see it because it's longer, but it's like dirty blonde and it's like all matted, like it's all matted back there where the hood was. Can you untie it for me? Untie it.
There's nothing to untie.
No, I tied it. I did it in a bow, like mommy showed me with my shoes that I don't wear anymore because wolves don't wear shoes. But I tied it in a bow. You should be proud of me. I did it with paws.
Tippy, what? There's no tie.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Okay. Right. So, can you roll, Cat? Can you roll your refuse to mind your manners for me?
That's 2d6, right?
Yes. 11. All right. So, okay. What story do you tell the man to convince him to help you?
I think more than a story, it's like just telling him about, you can do things by yourself, and kind of convince him that he doesn't have to follow the rules and the roles given to him if he just goes out and does things himself, and he has the strength within him. I mean, if you were given the knight role, then that means they thought you were pretty courageous, and it takes courage to break that role. So you're kind of following what they thought it was, but only to do what you want to do, which is do art.
Can you paint one of the ties on me so I can untie it?
Unfortunately, no, I can't paint it, but yes, young girl, perhaps you are right. Perhaps I do have some amount of courage within me. I'm not sure if you've been aware, but the longer you are in these halls, the more you become the role you've been assigned against your own will. I can...
So, Kyliak is our mom now.
Amma!
Can I put a mask on a mask?
You cannot venture down this hall much longer.
We need to leave.
Perhaps if you follow me, I can take you outside. Do not go down the hall. The hall
There's no time for tea. I can get us to run away.
The further down you go, the more you become your role.
Is there another way to get to the Crow King?
Yes, follow me. I can take you to a side exit.
This is roll when you're trying to escape a dangerous situation. That sounds like now.
Please roll.
Yeah. Do I do the blue or the green or we'll go back in this one. Oh, dang it. That was a bad choice.
Quick, someone donate for a reroll.
We're trapped here forever. End of game. Bye.
Donate because I'm cute. Oh, that's a 5. Oh,
great.
I got us deeper into trouble, guys. You're like, come this way. It's like, no, I'm really good at this. And I just grab somebody and just drag it.
Oh my, I was not expecting that.
I'm trying to help, but remember, I'm 5. This is so on cue. Like, this is kosher right here, guys.
That's the best explanation for that.
So kosher.
So as you are going down, you realize you actually try to lead everyone away or further down the hall, and you feel yourself, everyone starts feeling themselves becoming more of the mask they were given along with the roles.
We'll be human again. We'll be human again.
Hey, that's not bad for Kiora. That's what you want to be.
The one that doesn't mind the mask.
Kyliak's our mom now.
As you do this, the crying knight, Mr. January, he stops you from going. He's like, please, no. Follow me. This is the way out. Yeah, I can already see you becoming the roles assigned to you. This might be the only way, the last thing I can do before I become my own role. But perhaps you could be able to save this kingdom.
Just leaning up on Kat, just trying to get her to pet me.
I am not petting Tippy. Let's go out of here.
Who would want to pet and do it? We little pup bunny duck.
So as
I want you to become a pet. You said you didn't want to be a pet, so I'm not petting you.
So as you follow Mr. January, or Night Knigget January, you notice he slowly starts walking more upright, becoming more, his posture becoming greater. It's definitely becoming that more regal knightly look. And he shows you a door before you notice him sort of take a knightly position with his hand on his hilt and turn to you and go, So what are you group doing here now? You must go further down the hall.
Going out. Nope, going out the door.
Nope, bye.
Wait, is that that's the guy that gave us the mask, right?
Yes.
No, this is the knight.
Oh, this is the knight.
The other knight from the front door.
No, he's just becoming more of his role. So now he's reverted to trying to get us to go down the hall.
He's like Kiora. Like he goes from like one person to another person.
I'm not a body snatcher. I'm just a
doll.
You
zone out. And instead of zoning out, he like zones out in like a like a big strong manly man kind of thing. Do you want to pet my head? I feel like that would be
well, I could roll for something if we want to risk it.
I know, right?
I mean, you're at the doorway. You could just open up and leave.
Yeah,
bye.
The door, yeah. The door.
Feel free to roll anything.
No, it's fine. Let's get out.
Kylek is looking at this knight and going, yeah, no.
At this point, I have adorned all of Kylek with a ton of garbage.
I have 100% put up my bunny ears again.
Yeah, we'll leave through the door.
As you exit the door, you notice you're back within the forest. Along the side of this column building, you see the knight coming towards you, but you can run north.
If anybody has a collar, I think that would look really pretty on me.
That's not my king, sorry.
As you step out the doorways, your masks fall off, and they. If you look on the ground,
it was a duck! You didn't tell me it was a duck!
The masks on the ground are blank again.
I try to gather them.
I pick mine up and I put it back on my face. Am I a wolf now? Duck, wolf, duck, wolf. Am I a wolf?
So, going north, eventually you come to this kingdom, this definite castle. You see, it is not a castle that's in shape. It is collections of junk.
Have at it, Mink.
Could be junk. It's tools. You see artist brushes. You see pliers. You see screwdrivers, things of the like, hammers. You see all sorts of things needed to create wares.
It's too much stuff. I've shorted out.
That's my job.
There are no guards guarding this kingdom. Just the stuff. So you can walk in at any time.
Well, Mink, I think we found your home.
Artifacts inside. Those are mine. Inside. My artifacts. We'll get them. Let's go get them.
Let's go see this crow.
Let's go.
As you walk into it, you notice that there's just birds flying back and forth from the castle, carrying items and dropping them into piles.
My eyes just get wide, like, I'm gonna chase him.
You notice a large crow sitting on top of the largest pile on a shabby throne, just surveying the lands of what he has acquired. He hardly takes notice of you.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll walk up to him. Are you the Crow King?
I'm going to announce our presence. Awoo! Awoo! We're here! That's
Yes.
what I do to announce the
Oh,
presence.
Hello, Your Majesty.
Oh, he's your majesty. Oh, woo, 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 woo. He's the king. Oh, woo, woo, woo.
Tippy, Bubble Reese, dear. Bubble Reese, chill.
That one actually went right to the center of my ear.
I aimed it specially for you.
The whole party is deaf. End of game. Goodbye.
I've been lifting my head so it goes away from the mic.
the Crow King looks at Cat. He's like, "Yes, you. I see you have brought me more things for my collection."
That's not how this works.
Yeah, Mom would know.
Your possessions seem to be talking to me.
We're not possessions.
She's a real girl.
And the
that
crow
girl.
ignores everyone but Cat. Like,
We're here to take back things because you have to share things, not keep them to yourself.
sure, but why? When I have everything around here, what more is there to need?
But these are just things. What's the point of having all these things if you don't use them?
No, he has a point.
You're not helping.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
not really hurting either. She's just kind of keeping it low key.
Yes. No. Yes, well, please just leave your things and be off.
See, the problem you're having is that you're gonna run out of things.
That's
Run out of things? Not possible. I've taken all the things.
Exactly.
You haven't taken me.
Don't give him ideas.
Don't.
He already has that.
I meant that completely innocently, you jerks.
He already had that idea. He's trying to take us away from Cat.
Wait, I'm not a pet. I ain't got no collar. You ain't sticking a collar on me.
Okay, so you are all gonna have to try and convince the Crow King. I guess we can go around with the companions first. What can you do to help the girl convince the Crow King?
So the one thing I have that can give the girl anything is impart wisdom. So I have to provide guidance to the girl.
Okay.
And she has to follow that advice in order for me to roll. So my advice to her would be to take his things.
Just take his shit and run.
It's clear he has too many things. He's hoarding a bit. He needs less things. And within those things is probably the artifact that will get her home. So she must separate him from his things and give them to me. But
Give them to me. There is that little conundrum right there.
or also to remember that she has a magic ring. We all have magic rings.
I have the bracelet because of the paws.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was the ferret. I'm confused.
No, we both did.
Hers turned into a bracelet. Mine is just one because my hands are small.
The struggle.
I told him that I couldn't put a ring on my paw.
How about Kaliak. I'm not gonna Kyliak. Sorry. Kyliak, how can you help the girl?
Oh dear.
Eat him. Eat the Crow King.
I mean, she's not that far from it.
You are a Jabberwocky after all.
Would you like to use any of your moves to help the girl?
Yeah, start breakdancing.
I'm going to use Behold Majesty.
Okay.
Oh, let's see here.
I got an 11.
Ooh! Awoo! Everybody's gonna be doing that tomorrow. That's my goal. All day tomorrow, guys. My uwu crew, guys.
On a 7. Okay, so
I broke you again. Yeah.
So what do you destroy of the creatures to make him
Why
look?
do I keep doing that?
I'm sorry?
So you got a 7. So what do you destroy from the Crow King that makes him?
7 or 11?
Says
Oh, I
7
was
last-
looking at the wrong one. Never mind. Yeah, I got a 7.
Oh.
Okay. So the Crow King takes notice of you, but you have destroyed something of his. What have you destroyed?
His throne.
And
His spirit.
I probably picked his crown up in my teeth and just crushed it.
okay.
Oh boy.
Yes, he definitely takes notice of you glaring. Kiora, is there anything that you do to help?
The only thing I can really think of is I stopped being active, and I use statuesque, so I try to like distract, kind of a thing.
Do you want to use any?
Sure.
Okay, so a statuesque.
Yeah, because the others are very much like not.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you can roll for that. An 8. Right.
So, what advantage does my hiding get us?
So the Crow King notices you disappearing, and you notice that he's taking note that his eye, if he has a sense of impermanence of you all, you know. But also he has the feeling that maybe that means he might need to get more.
And then, because I rolled an 8, it also says to ask who's put at risk by my inaction.
Right. That would definitely be Cat. And,
Run, child, run.
and is Tippy going to do anything?
I'm gonna get. I many times. It was this big, and it says roll when you have somebody important. And I am going to get super annoying, like 100% worse than what I already was, and convince him that this is not something that he wants hanging around him ever.
Okay. Can you roll for that, please?
I'm gonna do wood in the dice. Yes! Hallelujah! That gets a woo 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 right there. That's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Baby, I'm this many.
Oh my god.
So it was this big, right?
That was this big.
So.
And I just get so annoying, and I just sit down and I just go, oh, for your ears, I won't actually do it. I just saw everybody go like this.
You end up telling the
That's
story
right, Chat.
about
Chat's doing it for me.
Yeah.
telling that annoying story of how things disappear over time. You know how nothing is truly permanent without creation.
That's so gross.
So we will do a final roll from Cat to try and
Killed a mosquito in my hand. Oh, that's gross. It's stuck
convince the
there.
Crow King.
Can Sage do anything?
Yes.
Or not because they're cat right now?
Yeah, Sage. Would you like to do anything as the fawn?
I have 2 things that I could do as the fawn. I could offer to grant a wish for the girl as long as she accepts.
You are the girl right now, so accept it. Accept your own gift.
Yes, you can definitely roll for that.
Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna use the background. 8.
An 8. Okay.
So that does grant the girl a reroll at +1. And how does the wish leave you wanting more? Is because it's an 8.
Ask the girl. Who would like to be the girl right now? Or anyone like to be the girl?
I can do it. I haven't done it in a while.
Okay. So
Tippy's just sitting there wooing anyway, so.
I'm like, Kiora's somewhere.
Okay. So we need to do one more roll for stand strong in your conviction. What wish would you offering to the girl, Sage?
I think I grant a wish for the girl, so the girl makes the wish, and I grant it.
So what are we trying to convince him to do anyway? Just not keep us?
To restore creativity, I believe.
Yeah, restore creativity.
So do I have to word it specifically? Is this like a D&D wish spell? Like, I'm getting nervous here.
Just a very general wish.
Okay.
I didn't roll a 6 or less, so you're good.
Okay. So I'm gonna wish that he sees something beautiful and then realizes because I'm a very creative person as the girl, that he gets like a little twinkle in his eye and he just literally sees the world as differently than he does now, and he just has this urge to share that. But he can choose how he wants to do that, whether it's through painting or dance or singing. If he breaks out in Song Man, though, I'm gonna be super
He just
excited.
gets up and starts twerking.
Okay, could you roll me stand strong in your convictions then?
All right, I can do that. Let me see my paper here. Stand strong in my conviction. Cool. Yeah, boy. 6. That's a 9.
9?
9?
So you get a +1 for the from Sage, and another +1 from the ring. It's still over 10. So you tell us, as you're telling your story to the Crow King of why creativity matters, he notices from the eye. He notices the sock monkey you were holding. He's like,
And I'm like holding it really tight right now. Just like, you need to let you know.
like that. What is that? Why have I never seen one of those before?
Oh, my sock monkey?
Yes.
Well, I made it, but I didn't. I had socks and they were really cool, but they were only toe socks, so it's a one of a kind.
You made it?
Yeah, no, I sat down with my grandmother and she told me to bring some socks and they were all mismatched, but then I had toe socks because Mom wouldn't let me take the other ones. She said that I had to keep them paired together, but it's beautiful. I think it is anyway. Do you see the beauty?
But how do you make things? I have all this stuff, but nothing's been made for me.
Oh, you can make it yourself out of anything. You can tie it, you can glue it. I hear there's a thing called glitter glue now. You can do both glitter and glue it. I don't know what time era this is, so this is canon now.
So by taking away everyone's ability to make things, I have made it worse then.
You can only enjoy things if they're there for everybody. I mean, it's not as... I mean, I guess you could enjoy it, but it's much more temporary that way.
Temporary. I see. Well then, perhaps I can get something made for me with this. And he snaps his fingers, and you see all his crows come and surround all his items, and they all start flying away with items in their hands, and his kingdom slowly disappears as all the items he has taken from everyone get distributed back throughout the lands. One thing remains for him. He's like, just 2 pairs of socks. He's like, can you show me how to make that?
I would love to. And she's just she's gonna have Caliac help her with like her claw to pull it and do like that, like, you know, like how when you make like a bed blanket but you tie it because you don't have any like needle or stuff. So I'm gonna have you help like with the cutting and stuff, yeah, like claw and stuff, and then I'm gonna teach you how to like tie it all up, and then we'll take some flowers and poke them through so it has like little flower eyeballs, and then Tippy's gonna like scratch her ear and stuff and get some fur off, and we're gonna like put it like a toupee on top of it. Like it super looks like a 5-year-old did it, but it's okay.
And as you're helping him make this sock monkey, as the items slowly disappear, you'll notice that the bottom of his pile was another door between 2 small trees. Broken trees because of the weight of all the junk, but the door remained standing.
There it is, guys. It's my door. Does that mean you have to go? Like half makeup. I guess it does. I won't forget you guys.
He was like, deuces.
When you go back, I want you to tell your world that my people were not all bad.
Thank you for showing me humanity.
Thanks for this sock. I've taken the croaking sock.
Okay, Dobby.
I think I'm coming with you. I'll become a girl if I cross there, right? Because there's no such thing as like half girls.
No,
Randolph,
not
bunny.
here. You might be funny. I can't guarantee anything.
Well, cross it and find out. Go live your best life. Go try being human again.
I mean, and even if you do become a bunny, I've always wanted a bunny, and I'll make sure that you get all the food.
Best food.
Best food.
Only the best.
My cousin's uncle's brother tries to move to the carrot farm.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Cool.
So who passes through the door?
I think just Sage and Kat.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Does anybody else want little girl? Because Tippy wants to say something.
I'll be
Kat. Pass
Kat.
it back to me if you want. Okay.
I'll be Kat. Kiora said her piece anyway. So.
Okay. Then Tippy. Oh, that's my own hair. That scared me.
Okay, so as you're passing through the door,
You're a
back.
real wolf now, and that's just what you hear as you like go back into the world.
Yes.
All right. I guess Sage, you're not there, but you're in a different part of this new world, the full girl.
Woohoo! I'm a girl.
I think that's where we're gonna have to end it.
Yep.
Guys, you're all amazing.
So I guess to do some outros, if you could give your names and it's real quick, where you can find you. I'm Wild Engineer. You can find me on Twitter.
We got the producer like,
Yeah,
we gotta go.
I think that's
She's doing a conga line over there.
like our names and stuff are here. Please.
Okay. Hi, I'm Maxine Bachman. You can find me at all the places. Is that girl at that place? I'm on a game Tuesdays, and I'm on here, and this channel, and Thread Raiders every other Sunday, and all the places. Is that girl at that place? Find me. And convention sometimes.
My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter. I am on this channel every Wednesday. Come watch. But for right now, donate.
Yeah.
All right, my stuff's all down below, so bye.
I'm at my Starseed or just Midgardia on Twitch. I do a lot of game streams myself, mostly Wednesdays and Fridays afternoon. So,
All right. So that's us, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Oh, okay.
Muted, you're muted.
We muted. Everybody is saying muted.
I really hate that I keep doing that. It is 2:53 in the morning, y'all. I am so done with this. Races, Texas, go donate some money to them. You'll get a bunch of information from a video you're about to watch. I need to run the next giveaway, and I've got absolutely no time whatsoever to do it. You were all fantastic. As I look over at where your boxes are, you were all fantastic, amazing people. You really brought it, wonderful energy. Thank you for everybody in the chat for chatting it up, staying with us through the middle of the night, and keeping energy high and making those donations happen. As of right now, we are currently at $2,800.16. Indeed. We have less than a day to go. Unfortunately, our timer got broken, so it says 40 hours right now. Don't believe it's lies. We're not going on that long. We're just going through the weekend. But that's over 50%. It's 56% of our goal, which is amazing. $2,800 is just so much money. I am going to start our giveaway now for the end of this stream. We got 3 things to give away. A 1-year plus subscription for Roll20, a $20 Modifius gift certificate, and a PDF from Absolute Tabletop called The Mecha Hack. I have no idea. Opening up the giveaway now. You've got 10 minutes to type !socks into the chat and get yourself in on this amazing giveaway, which we will be announcing the winner for at the start of the next stream. So the stream's gonna go down. The stream's gonna go away. If it doesn't pick back up, just refresh your browser because I'm handing off to the next producer, and they're going to be and doing so much sleep, y'all. This is hour 16 for me. So Fox is gonna go lie down and not get back up for a while.
Good.
Thank you.
Knock your socks off. Sorry, I had to. I'm done now.
Darling, I'm here for it, so don't even worry about it. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see you on the other side. Remember, if the stream goes down, just refresh your browser. We'll be right back. And don't leave the chat. Wait, no, we didn't. Oh, here we go. Jeez. We didn't actually go to break. Oh, God, there we go.
No, we did not.
I'm gonna do it. There we go.